the beginning of the story, our main character, Han Jian, narrates, "For the past 3 years, I devoted myself completely to a girl. I did everything she asked without hesitation. I was so loyal to her that I had already planned my entire future around us. But she wasn't the person I thought she was. She was only using me to get what she wanted. And today, during the awakening ceremony, the very first thing she did after awakening S-rank was publicly break up with me in front of everyone. I became a complete laughingstock." However, when Han Jian completed his awakening, everyone was stunned. His talent was revealed to be triple S rank. Now, his ex-girlfriend suddenly thinks she can get close to him again. The same people who mocked him moments ago are now pressuring him to reconcile with her. Some of them are even threatening to have him banned from the country if he refuses. But they don't know one thing. My name is Han Jian. I'm not the type of person who licks up someone else's leftovers. If she had been loyal, that would be one thing. But a woman like her? I don't care whether she's S rank or even triple S rank. Now that I've awakened as a triple S rank talent, there will be plenty of S rank girls coming and going. It's time to show everyone the absolute power of a triple S rank awakener, especially those who tried to bully me. You're probably wondering what kind of awakening he's talking about. And if his ex-girlfriend has already awakened, why would she still need him? To understand that, we need to go back 100 years into the past, when everything began. A century ago, a massive meteor struck the Earth. But it wasn't an ordinary meteor. Inside it were countless eggs that scattered across the entire world. From those eggs emerged gigantic insect monsters, beginning a devastating war between humanity and the insects. Humanity was completely unprepared. Guns, tanks, and conventional weapons were useless against the creatures. Within a short period of time, the insects conquered nearly 75% of the world, pushing humanity to the brink of extinction. Just when all hope seemed lost, humans began to mutate. People started awakening extraordinary powers. Women who reached the awakening age gained the ability to transform into spiritual weapon forms, while men awakened talents that allowed them to form spiritual contracts. Through these contracts, weapon users and contract users could fight together as a team. Thanks to these abilities, humanity finally gained the power to resist the insect invasion. They managed to reclaim a portion of the land and rebuild civilization. Both spiritual masters and spiritual weapons are ranked from E rank all the way up to triple S rank. To train these gifted individuals, humanity established a prestigious academy known as King Tang Academy. Today marks the Academy's 75th awakening ceremony, where countless students have gathered to discover their destinies. A girl steps forward to take the test. The teacher announces, "Next, Xiaomei. Come forward and place your hand on the awakening stone." Xiaomei smiles. "Let's see what fate has prepared for me." The moment her hand touches the stone, a brilliant crimson light erupts. Her body begins transforming. When the transformation ends, she has become a magnificent, blood-red spear. Even the teacher was shocked. Xiaomei has awakened an S-rank weapon, a blood spear with 2 special abilities. The entire crowd explodes into excitement. An S-rank awakening. King Tang Academy hasn't seen an S-rank talent in years. And not only is Xiaomei an S-rank weapon, she possesses 2 unique abilities. If she forms a contract with an S-rank contractor, she'll become nearly unstoppable. But another student suddenly says, "Stop exaggerating. Xiaomei already has a boyfriend. You probably know him too." That loser Han Jian only managed to stay with her because of his good looks. Xiaomei walks directly toward Han Jian. Then she says coldly, "Han Jian, stop following me from now on. I've awakened as an S-rank weapon. Our worlds are completely different now. If you keep chasing after me, you'll only get yourself killed." The crowd immediately starts mocking him. Han Jian clenches his fists. "So you become this arrogant just because you awakened as an S-rank? I admit it. I did everything I could to impress you. No matter how badly you treated me, I stayed by your side and helped you. But I finally realized something. In this world, only power matters. Without strength, people will bully you endlessly. Without strength, you can't even protect the people you care about." The students laugh even harder. "Did you really think she'd stay with you after becoming an S-rank? Get lost before we beat you up ourselves." Han Jian looks at them calmly. "And why are you all acting like Xiaomei is so special? Who says she's the only one capable of awakening as an S-rank? I haven't awakened yet. What if my talent surpasses hers?" Xiaomei scoffs. "Stop dreaming. S-rank talents are incredibly rare. Do you honestly think someone like you could awaken one?" The teacher calls out, "Han Jian, your turn. Come place your hand on the stone." Han Jian steps forward and places his hand on the awakening stone. Nothing happens. The stone remains completely silent. Han Jian frowns. "What's going on? Why isn't it reacting?" Xiaomei immediately begins mocking him. "Just as I thought. You're complete trash. You were talking about S-rank talents, yet you can't even awaken. Breaking up with you was the best decision I've ever made. How could someone like you ever deserve a goddess like me?" The crowd joins in. "She's right. You never deserved her. We're A-rank awakeners. If Xiaomei wants, she can choose one of us instead. Suddenly, the awakening stone erupts with an overwhelming burst of light. The entire hall trembles. Everyone freezes. That light? It's even stronger than Xiaomei's. Is that S-rank? Double S-rank? Or something even higher? Finally, the results appear. Han Jian has awakened a triple S-rank talent. His spiritual contract ability is called Divine Awakening. Xiaomei's eyes widen in disbelief. How is this possible? A triple S-rank talent. Such a talent appears only once in a century. There is no rank higher than triple S. At that moment, Xiaomei realizes she has made the biggest mistake of her life. Meanwhile, the students who mocked Han Jian were equally stunned. The last person to awaken a triple S-rank talent lived 100 years ago and became a legendary hero who helped save humanity from extinction. Without that hero, mankind might not have survived. The moment Han Jian's talent is revealed, countless girls rush toward him. Please choose me. I'm an A-rank weapon. My rank is only B, but my abilities are amazing. Han Jian quickly becomes overwhelmed, but instead of accepting anyone, he calmly walks past them all. I'm sorry, I'm not choosing a weapon partner right now. As Han Jian looked ahead, a system interface suddenly appeared before him. The system informed him that the name of his spirit contract talent was Divine Awakening. Han Jian possessed 3 unique abilities. The first was Divine Insight, which allowed him to inspect anyone and determine what kind of abilities they possessed. In addition, he could restore any divine spirit weapon to its original form. His second skill was Observe Me. With every contract he formed, both he and his spirit weapon would have their attributes doubled. The third ability was Great Harmony of Heaven's Way. Because of this ability, Han Jian was blessed by the heavens and could form as many spirit contracts as he desired. Unlike others, he had no limit at all. While Han Jian was examining these abilities, someone suddenly spoke up. With your talent, you'll become someone even more powerful than an S-rank awakener. Please forgive me for how I treated you before. I made a huge mistake. I think we should get back together. Besides, I'm the only S-rank weapon here, and I'm the perfect match for you. After hearing that, Han Jian used Divine Insight on Xiaomei. He discovered that she was an S-rank spirit weapon called Blood Spear. She possessed 2 attributes, Immortal Fairy Spirit and Never Fading. However, she did not possess any divine ability. Xiaomei smiled and said, Han Jian, judging by the way you're looking at me, you must be interested in me, right? If you agree to my proposal, I'll even let you hold my hand from now on. This is a golden opportunity, so don't miss it. Han Jian was amazed. Divine Insight is incredible. I can see everything about her. Xiaomei moved even closer. Han Jian, maybe holding hands won't be enough for you. We could even kiss, or perhaps go even further. I'm sure you won't refuse me. Han Jian's expression instantly turned cold. Stay away from me, Xiaomei. I have absolutely no interest in a woman like you. And don't come near me again, or things won't end well for you. Xiaomei frowned. I've given you such an amazing offer and you're rejecting me? Listen carefully. You have a triple S-rank talent. If we form a contract, we'll become the strongest pair here. Han Jian thought to himself. Xiaomei is powerful, but she doesn't possess any divine talent. I need to find a spirit weapon that's not only strong but also has a divine ability. At that moment, the surrounding students began mocking Xiaomei. You're acting innocent in front of brother Han Jian now, but weren't you arrogant just a while ago? You even broke up with him. Just because you're an S-rank weapon doesn't mean you're the strongest. It's a good thing the campus beauty awakened an E-rank ability. Otherwise, nobody would even pay attention to a bitch like you. Another girl added, she may be beautiful, but because she's only an E-rank weapon, nobody truly respects her. Even E-rank talents only appear once in 100 years. They're incredibly rare. Han Jian's triple S-rank talent is bringing honor to our academy, while Jie Yue is dragging its reputation down. Hearing all the criticism, Jie Yue felt miserable. What did I do wrong? Why is everyone treating me like this? I know I'm a failure. After all, I only awakened an E-rank talent. Unable to hold back her tears, she ran away. Suddenly, she collided with Han Jian. Like something straight out of a movie, before she could fall, Han Jian quickly caught her. Jie Yue, are you alright? Did you get hurt? Blushing, she replied softly, I'm fine. At that moment, Han Jian used Divine Insight on her. He discovered that although she was only E-rank, her weapon form was the legendary Fuxi Qin, an ancient zither. She currently possessed no attributes, but she did have a divine ability. The strange part was that her divine ability had not awakened yet, and there was no information about it at all. Han Jian was shocked. The Fuxi Qin? How can a divine artifact be classified as an E-rank weapon? As far as I know, it's one of the 10 divine artifacts. Since my talent is Divine Awakening, maybe I can awaken its true power. Seeing Han Jian staring at her, Jie Yue became nervous. Han Jian, are you okay? Did I accidentally hurt you? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Han Jian smiled. Don't worry about it. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. As he spoke, he gently placed his hand on her head. Jia, I want to form a contract with you. Will you accept my contract? Jia froze in shock. You want to form a contract with me? The moment everyone heard those words, the entire crowd erupted. Brother Han Jian, what are you doing? Jia is only E rank. Forming a contract with her would be a huge mistake. There are plenty of A rank weapons here. Choose one of us instead. It would benefit you much more. Xiao Mei immediately protested. Han Jian, have you lost your mind? You're willing to choose an E rank nobody over me? No matter what happens, you must form a contract with me. Just then, the principal of King Tang Academy stepped forward. Han Jian, you cannot do this. I know you're young and emotional. Maybe you feel sorry for this girl, but forming a spirit contract isn't a joke. This concerns your future. More importantly, as a triple S rank awakener, you are the future of Jia country. You have the potential to defeat monsters and reclaim our lost lands. I will not allow you to waste your talent. Tears filled Jia Yue's eyes. The principal is right. I'm only an E rank weapon, while you're a triple S rank awakener. Forming a contract with me would only hold you back. I'm not worthy of you. Before Han Jian could respond, a powerful voice suddenly echoed through the area. Looks like you've become quite arrogant, Han Jian. Everyone turned around. The person who had arrived was Zhao, the guardian of Deep Blue City. I heard that after awakening as a triple S rank talent, you've become extremely arrogant and are doing whatever you want. It seems someone needs to teach you a lesson. Xiao Mei immediately brightened. Mr. Zhao, I knew you would help me. Zhao looked at Han Jian coldly. I heard you've been bullying Xiao Mei. You should know that I value her highly. Triple S rank doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. I am the guardian of this city. If I say so, no one will form a contract with you. Xiao Mei smirked. Han Jian, this is your last chance. Apologize to me and form a contract with me. Otherwise, Mr. Zhao will blacklist you throughout the entire city. Even with a triple S rank talent, you'll become worthless. Han Jian laughed. Xiao Mei, do you really think you're worthy of forming a contract with someone like me? Furious, Xiao Mei shouted. How dare you insult me in front of Mr. Zhao? Zhao's face darkened, and he prepared to attack Han Jian. However, before his strike could land, someone grabbed his arm. It was Principal Chen. Mr. Zhao, calm down. This isn't an ordinary student. He's a triple S rank awakener. I've already reported his existence to the higher authorities. Touching him could create enormous problems for all of us. Zhao reluctantly suppressed his anger. Fine, I'll let him go, but only on one condition. If he insists on forming a contract, it must be with that E rank weapon. I want the future of this arrogant brat to be ruined forever. If you refuse, I'll kill him right here, and no one will be able to stop me. Inside, Zhao sneered. Kid, picking a fight with me was the biggest mistake of your life. I promise I'll make your future a living hell. Han Jian remained completely unfazed. Mr. Zhao, I'm not afraid of anyone. And yes, I will form a contract with Jia Yue. You may all look down on her, but in my eyes, she's incredibly talented. No matter what any of you say, you can't stop me. After that, Han Jian looked at Jia and said, You're the campus beauty, aren't you? Then let me ask you something. Would you like to form a contract with me? Because I believe you're the only one truly capable of becoming my partner. With tears in her eyes, Jia replied, Han Jian, please forgive me. Because of me, you've ended up in such a terrible situation. Even though you're a triple S rank awakener, you're still choosing to form a contract with me. Han Jian shook his head. Stop saying such nonsense. If you weren't worthy of forming a contract with me, I would never have made this choice. Trust me. If you're not capable, then no one here is. With that, Han Jian activated the soul contract between them. At the same time, he activated his divine insight ability in order to awaken Jia's hidden divine power. Jia suddenly felt a tremendous surge of energy flowing through her body. It feels like an incredibly powerful force is bursting out from within me. I didn't even feel this much power when I first awakened. Is this happening because I formed a contract with Han Jian? Moments later, Jia began to transform. Within seconds, she transformed into a beautiful ancient zither. Han Jian smiled. Finally, I've done what I wanted. I've successfully formed a contract with a triple S rank weapon. The system then displayed a notification. Host Jia Yue has advanced to triple S rank. Her weapon form was revealed to be the ancient divine artifact, Fuxi Qin. She possessed 2 divine abilities, Sword Valor and Lute Heart. In addition, the Fuxi Qin had 3 unique skills, Breakthrough, Clear the Mind, Dragon Soaring. Han Jian was completely stunned after seeing the results. He had never imagined that a triple S rank contract could be this powerful. Because of the soul contract, he had gained an offensive ability, a healing ability, and a support ability all at once. This weapon has virtually no weaknesses. With its help, I won't have trouble facing any opponent. These people are complete fools. They underestimated Jia far too much. Soon, they'll realize just how powerful she really is. Jia was equally shocked. This is unbelievable. I went from E rank all the way to triple S rank. I never dreamed that I would become a triple S rank weapon. She immediately hugged Han Jian. Thank you, Han Jian. I thought I'd never accomplish anything in my life, but after forming a contract with you, I've become so much stronger. Han Jian smiled warmly. It's nothing. Besides, I benefited from this contract just as much as you did. Meanwhile, Zhao and Xiaomei were leaving the area. Xiaomei said, "Thank you, Mr. Zhao. Before you arrived, Han Jian was humiliating me. Since he refused to form a contract with me, you'll have to find me a powerful partner." Zhao sneered. "Don't worry about Han Jian. His life is already ruined. He may have awakened as a triple S rank talent, but he made the dumbest decision possible. By tomorrow, the entire world will be mocking him. Forming a contract with an E-rank weapon is the same as throwing away his future. And this isn't over yet. I'll keep causing trouble for him throughout Deep Blue City. As for you, I've already found a powerful S-rank partner for you, so there's nothing to worry about. I've also made arrangements for tomorrow's test. Han Jian will die during that examination, while you'll become one of the top-ranked participants." Deep Blue City's guardian, Zhao, was treated like a god within the city. Anyone who dared oppose him rarely escaped unscathed. Xiaomei smiled. "Thank you, Mr. Zhao. You've always taken such good care of me." Zhao laughed. "I don't need your thanks. I'm sure you have your own way of repaying me, don't you?" Xiaomei immediately understood what he meant. "Don't worry. We'll go to our usual place, and I'll make sure to repay you properly." At that moment, something seemed very wrong about Zhao. A dark aura was leaking from his eyes. Zhao replied, "Tonight is going to be very enjoyable." A few hours later, news spread throughout the city. Everyone was talking about how Han Jian had awakened as a triple S-rank genius, but had foolishly formed a contract with an E-rank girl because of love. Many influential figures publicly criticized him. What's the point of having such extraordinary talent if he's just going to throw his future away? Someone like him shouldn't even remain in this city. Don't waste the Academy's resources on him anymore. Others added, he could have become one of humanity's greatest assets. With a triple S-rank talent, he might have helped us reclaim our lands from the monsters. Instead, he ruined everything because of a girl. Some people even demanded that he be expelled from the city. Behind the scenes, Zhao watched everything unfold with satisfaction. Wonderful. I paid all these people to spread negative publicity about Han Jian, and they're doing an excellent job. The entire city hates him now. If he appears in public, someone might even kill him for me. This way, I don't have to dirty my own hands. Meanwhile, Zhao and Xiaomei were spending time together. Zhao laughed. "This is exactly why I like you, Xiaomei. You always know how to make me happy." Watching Han Jian's downfall is incredibly satisfying. That foolish brat had no idea what true cruelty looked like. Now he'll learn what hell is like in Deep Blue City. The next day, Han Jian and Jia were heading to the cafeteria for lunch. Everywhere they went, people were gossiping about them. "Look, that's the E-rank weapon who ruined a triple S-rank genius's future." Han Jian may have been blinded by love, but Jia should have known better. She knew she was only E-rank, yet she still accepted the contract. Who knows how she manipulated him? Honestly, I feel sorry for Han Jian. He threw away his future because of her beauty. The bigger problem is that he offended Mr. Zhao. Life is going to become very difficult for him in Deep Blue City. Hearing all the insults, Jia felt extremely embarrassed. "Han Jian, if you hadn't formed a contract with me, none of these people would be treating you like this." Han Jian gently patted her head. "Do you ever get tired of apologizing? You're a triple S-rank weapon now. Why waste your time listening to these idiots? Weak people always criticize others because they have nothing better to do. You're the campus beauty, and you possess triple S-rank talent. Only a fool would refuse to form a contract with you. For now, focus on eating. Tomorrow's test is going to be difficult, and we'll need to use a lot of soul power. I don't plan on backing down for even a second. We'll show everyone exactly how strong we are. I can't wait to see their faces when they realize how powerful E-rank Jia truly is." Jia smiled gratefully. "Thank you, Han Jian. You're such a good person." At that moment, someone suddenly called out, "Are you Han Jian?" Han Jian turned around. Standing behind him were Xiaomei and her contract master, Wang Limao. Wang Limao looked Han Jian up and down before speaking. "So you're the triple S-rank genius everyone has been talking about. Honestly, you don't look all that impressive. You've disappointed countless people. Everyone believed that if you'd chosen a powerful weapon, you could have changed the future of the entire world. Some even thought humanity might finally gain the upper hand against the monsters." Han Jian looked at Wang Limao and said, "You're standing here wasting my time with all this nonsense. Don't you have anything better to do? And who exactly are you? As far as I know, I've never met you before." Wang Limao smirked. "If you don't know me now, you'll know me soon enough. In the future, I'm going to become the greatest contract master in the world. My name is Wang Limao, Xiaomei's new master." Han Jian laughed. "So after I rejected Xiaomei, the best partner she could find was this clown? Interesting. I can already tell whose future is headed straight for disaster. You paid full price for secondhand goods and are still proud of it." The moment Wang Limao heard that, he became furious. Watch your mouth. What do you mean by second-hand goods? Xiao Mei is extremely talented and an S-rank weapon. My future is incredibly bright. With her by my side, I'll become the world's #1 contract master. Han Jian nodded sarcastically. You're absolutely right. I'm sure you'll achieve that. I just can't stop laughing whenever I think about it. Xiao Mei quickly stepped in. Wang Limao, don't pay attention to them. They're just trying to provoke you. Han Jian is only acting like this because I didn't choose to form a contract with him. There's no reason for us to stoop to their level. She sneered at Han Jian and Jia. Soon enough, they'll be thrown out of Deep Blue City and sent to some barren wasteland where their lives will be ruined. This is all Han Jian's fault. I gave him a chance, but he refused. Now there's nothing he can do to save himself. Then she turned to Wang Limao. Let's go. Staying here is just a waste of time. The test is about to begin, and that's where everyone will find out who's truly powerful. Once Han Jian fails to achieve any ranking, he'll finally realize what a huge mistake it was to choose Jia over me. As they walked away, Wang Limao called out, Han Jian, just wait until the test begins. I'll show everyone the massive gap between us. Soon afterward, everyone gathered at the arena where the examination would take place. The announcer addressed the students. Listen carefully, everyone. The test is about to begin. Each stage has a different difficulty level. Passing even a single stage will be considered a success. I wish all of you the best of luck. We'll begin with the first team, Xiao Mei and Wang Limao. Please enter the arena. The two stepped inside. Wang Limao smiled confidently. Xiao Mei, it's time to show everyone how powerful we really are. At that moment, a massive gate opened before them and a powerful beast emerged. It was a level 7 black moth beast. Wang Limao remained completely calm. Let's begin. Transform into your weapon form. Defeating a level 7 monster won't be difficult for us. As Xiao Mei transformed into her weapon form, Wang Limao charged forward. Since both of them were S-rank, they overwhelmed the monster almost immediately. With a single strike, he knocked the beast to the ground. Then he followed up with several powerful attacks, severely injuring it. The monster became so badly wounded that it could barely move. Finally, Wang Limao unleashed a devastating finishing blow, piercing straight through the creature and leaving a massive hole in its body. The beast collapsed and died on the spot. The audience erupted into cheers. Amazing! An S-rank master paired with an S-rank weapon is absolutely terrifying. Did you see how easily they defeated a level 7 monster? That spear pierced right through its thick hide in only a few attacks. I wish I had that kind of power. Meanwhile, in the control room, several high-ranking officials were observing the battle. One elderly man nodded. That attack was impressive. We might consider accepting this young man if no stronger candidates appear. Beside him sat Wei Qing, the head of the first district. Wei Qing shook his head. Master, I disagree. It took him too many attacks to kill a level 7 monster. I wouldn't call him a genius. He's more like a laborer who needs far too much effort to accomplish a simple task. The old man immediately smacked him on the head. Stop talking nonsense. How many times have I told you? You're the head of the first district. Watch what you say. If you keep speaking carelessly, I'll consider it disobedience. Wei Qing quickly lowered his head. Master, I would never dare disobey you. Don't worry, I won't say anything inappropriate again. Nearby, Lin Jingshuan, the head of the second district, shared his opinion. As S-rank awakeners, they should have defeated a level 7 monster in a single strike. They're at least 20% weaker than I expected. It seems their spirit weapon lacks discipline and wastes too much spiritual energy. They're not nearly as powerful as they're trying to appear. Hearing this criticism, Zhao was visibly shocked. Please don't worry. Xiao Mei will continue improving and become even stronger. Perhaps I wasn't strict enough while training her. I'll work harder to correct her flaws. A moment later, the announcer declared, Congratulations, you have defeated a level 7 monster and passed the test. Not only that, you've broken King Tang Academy's previous difficulty record, which was defeating a level 6 monster. The crowd immediately began praising Wang Limao and Xiao Mei. They truly deserve their S-rank status. Han Jian is such an idiot. He abandoned an incredibly powerful S-rank weapon for an E-rank nobody. I want to see his face after watching this performance. He must be regretting his decision right now. Another student laughed. Don't worry, Han Jian's turn is next. Once he humiliates himself in front of everyone, despite having a triple S-rank talent, he'll finally realize he should have chosen Xiao Mei. The teacher raised his hand. Enough talking. It's time for the next team. The next participant is also a powerful awakener who formed a contract with a weak weapon. Let's see how they perform. Han Jian and Jia Yue, please step onto the stage. Han Jian and Jia Yue walked toward the arena gate. However, the moment they arrived, Han Jian's expression changed. 10 monsters suddenly appeared before them. There were 10 level 7 black moth beasts standing inside the arena. Han Jian frowned. Wait a second. Why are there 10 monsters? Doesn't this clearly mean the test is rigged? How did the difficulty suddenly increase this much? Jia Yue nodded. You're right, there shouldn't be 10 monsters here. The S-rank participants didn't face anything this difficult. Why is this happening to us? The audience was equally shocked. Han Jian made a huge mistake by offending Mr. Zhao. It's obvious that Zhao is targeting him in front of everyone. The crazy part is that everyone knows what's happening, yet Han Jian can't do anything about it. Others felt no sympathy. He deserves it. By choosing an E-rank weapon, he made the entire world hate him. He thought being triple S rank meant he could do whatever he wanted. Let's see what this so-called genius can do now. The teacher quickly stepped in. Stop making baseless accusations. The difficulty level is adjusted according to each participant's strength. Han Jian possesses a triple S rank talent, which means he's far stronger than everyone else. That's why his challenge is 10 times harder. Otherwise, the test wouldn't be fair. However, deep down, the teacher remembered Zhao's orders. No matter what happens, make Han Jian's test as difficult as possible. I don't want him passing. He dared to offend me, so his future should be completely ruined. The teacher sighed inwardly. Han Jian, please forgive me. Even though I'm a teacher, I'm still helping with this. But you made the mistake of provoking Zhao. He's the guardian of Deep Blue City. And in this city, whatever Zhao wants becomes reality. Your triple S rank talent won't save you. By making an enemy of someone that powerful, you've already ruined your future. Meanwhile, inside the arena, all 10 monsters charged toward Han Jian. Yet despite the overwhelming odds, Han Jian stood there looking completely calm and confident. Han Jian looked at the crowd and said, "Did you really think I'd be scared by a challenge like this? Honestly, I'm not afraid at all. In fact, I'm enjoying it. The harder the test, the more satisfying it will be to conquer it. So come on, send as many monsters as you want. I won't let a single one escape." As soon as he finished speaking, he launched a devastating attack. Using the power of his divine weapon, the Fuxi Qian, he unleashed a powerful wave of sound. The attack instantly wiped out every monster in the arena. The supposedly difficult test ended the moment it began. Everyone watching was stunned. An instant kill? How is that even possible? Didn't Han Jian form a contract with an E-rank weapon? If the E-rank weapon we all mocked is this powerful, then compared to her, we're the real trash. Even the teachers were left speechless. They couldn't believe Han Jian possessed such overwhelming strength. Meanwhile, in the observation room, Wei King watched the battle with wide eyes. When I took this exam, it took me 30 seconds to defeat that many monsters. This kid is even more impressive than I was. He finished the job in a single second. Coming here was definitely worth it. We may have discovered an extraordinary talent. Lin Jinchuan frowned. Wait a moment. I admit he's powerful, but something doesn't add up. The difficulty level of this test is far higher than normal. Why was it specifically increased for him? It feels like someone is deliberately targeting Han Jian. At that moment, Zhao spoke up. Yes, we raised the difficulty intentionally. We wanted to teach him a lesson. Even after awakening as a triple S-rank talent, he chose to form a contract with an E-rank weapon. We don't want other young people in the city making the same foolish mistake. We need to set an example. However, deep down, Zhao was becoming increasingly uneasy. This brat is far stronger than I expected. Even with such a weak weapon, he cleared the challenge effortlessly. If he had partnered with a truly powerful weapon, who knows what he would be capable of. Killing 10 monsters in a single second is no joke. Still, this isn't over yet. I'll see how far he can go. Wei King shrugged. I don't think this is a big deal. Back in our day, challenges like this were normal. Over the years, we've become too lenient with these students, and that's why the newer generation has grown weak. It's time to increase the pressure and bring out their true potential. The old master nodded. Very well. Continue the test. I want to see where this boy's limits lie. He has the potential to achieve great things. Soon, the second stage of the examination began. This time, the difficulty increased dramatically. Instead of 10 monsters, 20 monsters appeared. Not only were they more numerous, but they were also much larger and stronger than the previous wave. Han Jian didn't hesitate. He immediately activated one of his skills, Music of Absolute Fire. The moment he played the Fuxi Qian, blazing flames erupted alongside the music. The fire swept across the battlefield and engulfed all 20 monsters. In a single attack, every monster was annihilated. Han Jian smirked. 20 monsters? That's still not enough. If you really want to challenge me, you'll need to raise the difficulty much higher than this. The audience was once again shocked. This guy is unbelievably arrogant. Well, considering what he's doing, maybe he has the right to be. He formed a contract with an E-rank weapon and is still accomplishing things that should be impossible. Many people began wondering how Zhao would explain the situation after Han Jian's overwhelming performance. Wei King, meanwhile, was delighted. This kid is incredible. No matter what happens, I'm taking him to the first district. The leader of the third district, Yu Chu, immediately objected. Your first district is too dangerous. Han Jian is still young. Sending him there would be irresponsible. He should join the third district instead. There, he'll have time to grow and strengthen himself. Wei King snorted. Stop talking nonsense. You're obviously trying to steal him from me. Yu Chu laughed. Why should I be afraid of you? I can handle you by myself. Wei King cracked his knuckles. Looks like it's been a long time since you've been beaten up. Just as the two were about to start arguing, Shen Ziqi, the leader of the 4th district, stepped in. Brothers, both of your districts focus on direct combat and defense. Han Jian isn't suited for either of them. He should come to the 4th district instead. There he'll be able to explore ancient relics, travel to different locations, and unlock his full potential. The moment he finished speaking, Wei King and Yu Chu both turned toward him. Who asked for your opinion? The old master immediately shouted. Enough! Stop acting like children, and let me focus. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it is to watch my disciples behave like this? The 3 district leaders instantly fell silent. Master, we're sorry. The old master then turned to Lin Jinxuan. What do you think about the test so far? Lin Jinxuan replied. Honestly, this test isn't particularly useful. Black beetle monsters have tough defenses, but Han Jian's music carries a suppressive effect. No matter how many of these creatures we send against him, he'll defeat them easily. If we truly want to evaluate his talent, we need to use the highest level test available. Only then will we understand his true limits. The old master nodded. Very well, we'll proceed with the highest level test. Nearby, Zhao listened carefully. His eyes lit up. The highest level test? Excellent. Han Jian handled the weaker monsters with ease, but things are about to become much more interesting. Back in the arena, the teacher announced, we've received a request from the higher authorities. Han Jian's test difficulty will be raised to the maximum level. The crowd immediately erupted into murmurs. Maximum level? The teacher continued. The 3rd stage will consist of 10 second-rank giant armored lizards and 10 second-rank thunderbirds. Second-rank monsters were vastly stronger than anything Han Jian had faced so far. Even though he possessed a triple S-rank talent, defeating such powerful creatures would be extremely difficult. The audience was shocked. Isn't this unfair? The S-rank participant only faced 1st-rank challenges, but Han Jian is already being pushed into the 3rd stage. Giant armored lizards have incredible defenses, while thunderbirds possess devastating attack power. Together, they're a terrifying combination. Even a veteran 2nd-rank master would struggle against them. Han Jian only awakened recently. This challenge could get him killed. However, Han Jian merely smiled. Now this is more like it. Finally, a challenge that requires me to be serious. At least this battle won't end in a single second. Wang Limao sneered from the audience. Han Jian, you're getting way too arrogant. Don't worry, after facing monsters like these, the only thing coming out of that arena will be your corpse. At that moment, the giant armored lizards and thunderbirds charged toward Han Jian. The thunderbirds immediately unleashed a devastating sonic attack. Han Jian calmly raised the Fuxi Qin. Come forth, my soldiers. Show them what a real attack looks like. As he began playing the divine instrument, countless spectral warriors emerged from the sound waves. They rushed forward and attacked the monsters. Their assaults were so powerful that even the giant armored lizard's legendary defenses couldn't withstand them. The battlefield instantly descended into chaos as Han Jian's summoned army overwhelmed the monsters. However, one of the thunderbirds retaliated with a massive lightning attack. The explosion destroyed many of the summoned soldiers. Han Jian remained calm. Looks like it's time to use another skill. Without hesitation, he activated Breakthrough Song and dashed forward. Even the thunderbird's lightning attacks couldn't stop him. This battle has gone on long enough. It's time to finish all of you. The spectators stared in disbelief. How is this possible? Han Jian actually broke through the Thunderbird's attacks? Just how powerful is he? Not only did he survive, but he's about to counterattack against an entire army of 2nd-rank monsters. Is this really the strength of a triple S-rank awakener? We underestimated him. Even though he contracted an E-rank soul weapon, he's still far stronger than all of us. The remaining monsters quickly surrounded Han Jian from every direction. Han Jian calmly played another note with the Fuxi Qin and unleashed Breakthrough Song once again. A single wave of energy swept across the battlefield. Every remaining monster was instantly annihilated. The audience exploded into cheers. He cleared the 3rd difficulty stage too. This is unbelievable. There are people in this world who are even more terrifying than monsters themselves. I'd never seen a triple S-rank awakener fight before today. Now I finally understand the enormous gap between an S-rank and a triple S-rank. Wang Limao stood frozen in shock. How strong is this guy? He was hiding his true strength the whole time. I've never seen anyone defeat so many 2nd-rank monsters this easily during the Academy's entrance test. The teacher announced. Han Jian has successfully cleared the 3rd difficulty stage. Congratulations, your performance has been outstanding. Wei King couldn't hide his excitement. This kid is incredible. I never imagined he'd be this strong. Giant armored lizards and thunderbirds are both incredibly powerful monsters, yet he wiped out all 20 of them in just 2 attacks. That's simply unbelievable. Lin Jinxuan nodded in agreement. His musical abilities are extraordinary. By using the power of his music, he increased his speed more than 20-fold. That's why none of the monsters could even touch him. Meanwhile, the old master fell into deep thought. Something isn't right. Is Jiayue really an E-rank soul weapon, or is her true rank being concealed? He immediately called out, "Afu, come here." An elderly butler instantly appeared. "Master, what are your orders?" The old master asked. "You possess the ability to determine the true rank of any contracted soul weapon. Go and verify Jiayue's actual rank. I refuse to believe she's truly E-rank." Afu bowed. "Master, I expected you to ask that. I've already examined her several times, but I still couldn't determine her true rank. From everything I can see, Jiayu and Miss Linjian possess the same type of soul weapon." The old master narrowed his eyes. "So you're saying that, just like Miss Linjian, the Awakening Stone mistakenly identified Jiayu as E-rank? Perhaps her true power only awakened after forming a contract with Hanjian." Afu nodded. "That's exactly what I believe. The same phenomenon may have happened to Miss Linjian as well. It's possible that Hanjian's unique ability can awaken dormant powers." The old master immediately became interested. If that's true, then Hanjian absolutely must meet Linjian. It could completely change her future. "By the way, what is Miss Linjian's soul weapon?" Afu replied. "Her soul weapon is called the Sacred Golden Bell." Back in the arena, Hanjian looked at the teacher. "I'm not done yet. I want to continue the test." The teacher frowned. "Hanjian, are you sure? The remaining stages are extremely dangerous. You may not survive them." Hanjian nodded confidently. "Don't worry, sir. I'm certain I can handle it." The teacher sighed. "Very well. I'll allow it. But remember, you're one of our country's greatest assets. If anything happens to you, I'll be held responsible." Soon, the fourth stage of the test began. This time, even larger and more powerful monsters emerged from the gates. Not only were their ranks much higher, but their speed had also increased dramatically. Even Han Jian had to dodge carefully to avoid their attacks. A giant centipede monster lunged at him. With a single strike, Han Jian instantly killed it. Then he smiled as he charged toward the remaining monsters. "Perfect. I'll use this opportunity to find my limits. Let's see just how far I can go." He unleashed another devastating attack, wiping out every monster before him. Without stopping, Hanjian continued advancing through the examination. Stage 4, Stage 5, Stage 6, Stage 7, Stage 8. Within a short time, the arena was filled with piles of monster corpses. Not a single monster had managed to land even one hit on him. The teacher became visibly nervous. "Hanjian, you've already cleared 9 consecutive stages. You've secured the highest rank. You can stop now if you want." Hanjian calmly shook his head. "No, I'm not stopping until I clear Stage 10. The teacher's face changed. "Have you lost your mind? Since this examination was created, no one has ever cleared Stage 10. The risk of dying is extremely high. Please don't do this." The audience also began discussing his decision. Hanjian is unbelievably talented, but he only awakened recently. There's no way he can defeat a Stage 10 monster. He's already earned first place. Risking his life now would be incredibly foolish. Another spectator added, "Stage 10 is the final difficulty. The monster that appears will be a third-rank beast. Unless Hanjian has a death wish, he should surrender now. A wise person knows when to stop. No matter how powerful he is, he's not invincible." Wei King smiled proudly. "Hanjian, you're truly extraordinary. When I took this test, I only managed to reach Stage 9, and that record remained unbeaten for 100 years. Yet you've surpassed my achievement without even suffering a scratch. It looks like you're about to set a brand new record, one that future generations may never be able to break." Lin Jinchuan suddenly spoke up. "I've made my decision. This kid has incredible talent. No matter what happens, Hanjian is joining the 2nd district." The moment Wei King heard that, he released a burst of spiritual energy. "Stop talking nonsense. Hanjian is joining the 1st district. I picked him first, and you know the rule. First come, first served. If you've got the guts, compete with me and let's see who's truly worthy of recruiting him." Lin Jinchuan smiled. "Is that so? Fine, let's compete. I'm not afraid of you, Wei King. If fighting over Hanjian is what it takes, then so be it." Meanwhile, inside the arena, the teacher looked at Hanjian. "If you still want to attempt Stage 10, I'll allow it. But I can clearly see that you're exhausted. You've been fighting continuously, and even if you can keep going, your soul weapon must be running out of strength. No matter how hard you try, winning the next stage won't be easy." Hanjian smiled. "Don't worry, teacher. Just give me a little time to recover. Once I'm ready, I'll challenge Stage 10. The teacher nodded. "The rules state that every difficulty stage has a 5-minute break in between. If you have a way to recover within those 5 minutes, you're free to use it. But I can't give you any more time than that." Hanjian replied confidently. 5 minutes is more than enough. I only need to play one song." With that, he began playing the Fuxi Qin. As the melody echoed through the arena, an enormous amount of spiritual energy flowed back into his body. His stamina and soul power recovered at an astonishing speed. The audience was stunned. What kind of ability is this? Is Han Jian actually recovering just by playing music? This weapon can attack, support, and now it can even heal its master. We completely misunderstood Jia. There's no way she's an ordinary E-rank weapon. She's an all-round soul weapon, and her abilities are just as incredible as Han Jian's. Meanwhile, Lin Jinxuan continued arguing. Han Jian is coming with me to the 2nd district, so stay out of this, Wei King. Wei King snorted. You think you can intimidate me? That's never going to happen. If you don't want to get beaten up, stop trying to steal Han Jian. At that moment, the head of the 5th district, Lu Xing, walked over. He smiled and said, from what I've seen, Han Jian possesses extraordinary recovery abilities. Sending someone like him to the front lines would be a waste. He should join the 5th district. Wei King frowned. Wait a minute, are you trying to recruit him too? Lu Xing nodded. If Han Jian joins the 5th district, countless lives will be saved on the battlefield. His healing abilities are exceptional. I estimate that with him around, battlefield casualties could be reduced by at least 30%. Wei King and Lin Jinxuan immediately protested. Forget it. No matter what happens, we're not giving Han Jian to anyone else. Just then, their master stepped in. With a single burst of pressure, he completely suppressed all 3 of them. The trio instantly fell silent. Wei King asked awkwardly, Master, what are you doing? The old master sighed. There are 8 districts within Dajia, and each one serves a unique purpose. There's no need for all of you to fight over a single recruit. The 1st district specializes in direct combat. The 2nd district focuses on strategy. The 3rd district expands humanity's territory. The 4th district explores ancient relics. The 5th district is made up primarily of healers who save wounded soldiers on the battlefield. The 6th district handles logistics and management. The 7th district specializes in transportation and support. The 8th district serves as an intelligence and investigation division, working behind the scenes. Together, these 8 districts are the pillars of Dajia and protect the nation from major threats. A long time ago, I considered creating a 9th district, but I never found someone worthy enough to lead it. However, I think the time has finally come. Wei King was shocked. Master, are you saying you're planning to establish a 9th district specifically for Han Jian? Even Lin Jinxuan was stunned. Does Master think Han Jian is worthy of leading an entirely new district? Meanwhile, inside the arena, the 10th and final difficulty stage began. A massive 3rd-rank red flame beast emerged from the gate. The teacher announced, if you can survive for 3 minutes against the red flame beast, you'll officially pass the final stage. The test begins now. The beast let out a deafening roar. The shockwave alone knocked many spectators off their feet. But when they looked toward Han Jian, they were completely stunned. He wasn't running away. Why isn't Han Jian retreating? He only has to survive for 3 minutes. If he stands there, how is he supposed to survive? Han Jian calmly looked at Jia. Jia, are you ready to fight this monster? Jia smiled fearlessly. It doesn't matter how powerful our opponent is. If you believe we can defeat it, then I'll fight alongside you without hesitation. Han Jian nodded and charged straight toward the beast. I'm not here just to survive. As a spiritual master, my goal is to become the strongest in the world. The red flame beast immediately launched a devastating attack. Han Jian effortlessly dodged it. The attack exploded with tremendous force, shaking the entire arena. Han Jian smiled. After absolute fire, it's time for absolute wind. Show everyone what true power looks like. As he played the Fuxi Qin, a terrifying tornado erupted across the battlefield. The violent wind was so powerful that it even blew one spectator's wig clean off, along with countless other objects in the audience. Han Jian smirked. You're finished now, you damn monster. The tornado completely engulfed the red flame beast. When the storm finally disappeared, the beast had vanished along with it. Silence filled the arena. Then the audience erupted. How is this possible? Han Jian defeated a 3rd-rank red flame beast that easily? He set a record that probably won't be broken for the next 100 years. Meanwhile, Wang Limao and Xiaomei were both furious. How is this possible? Han Jian has stolen everyone's attention. No one is even looking at us anymore. Han Jian took a deep breath. Performing music of that level puts some strain on my body, but it's nothing serious. I can recover later. Suddenly, he was transported into a mysterious space where he met Lin Jinxuan, the leader of the 2nd district. Lin Jinxuan said, Han Jian, this is your 2nd test. Tell me, in the final war, who do you think will win, humanity or the monsters? Han Jian answered confidently, the monsters may win battles, but one thing is certain, humanity will never truly lose. Lin Jinxuan smiled. That's an impressive answer, but if you believe the monsters can win, then why do we continue fighting? Han Jian replied. We fight to stop the monsters from taking over our homeland. We fight so the people of Dajia can live peacefully, and we fight to reclaim every piece of land that Dajia has lost. Just then, an elderly man appeared. Young man, that was an excellent answer. Now tell me, would you like to become my disciple? Lin Jinxuan introduced him. Han Jian, meet Master Li Sutong. I'm sure you've already heard of him. In the entire country of Dajia, there's hardly anyone who doesn't know his name. Han Jian was stunned. Master Li Sutong? As far as I know, the Li family is the strongest family in all of Dajia. Han Jian then recalled a story from 100 years ago. Back then, the 3 Zerg emperors joined forces and launched a massive invasion against Dajia. Countless people were killed, and the nation was on the verge of destruction. At that critical moment, an incredibly powerful hunter named Li Sutong appeared. He single-handedly killed all 3 Zerg emperors in one battle, saving the entire country. Without him, Dajia would have already been destroyed. Han Jian excitedly asked, Master Li Sutong, are you serious? Can I really become your disciple? Master Li smiled. Of course. If you're willing, then I'd be happy to accept you. Han Jian immediately bowed. Master, I greet you. From today onward, I am your disciple. Master Li nodded with satisfaction. Han Jian, I officially accept you as my disciple. To be honest, I like you much more than my other disciples. Since you've joined my family, it's only natural that your master gives you a gift. He took out a ring. I don't have anything extraordinary with me at the moment, but this ring should be very useful. It's crafted from the bone of a 9th-rank Zerg emperor. Think of it as a storage ring. You can keep anything you want inside it. Han Jian was shocked. A ring made from the bone of a Zerg emperor? The aura coming from it is overwhelming. If just a bone possesses this much power, how terrifying must a living 9th-rank Zerg emperor have been? Master Li warned him. Listen carefully. While wearing this ring, weak Zerg monsters will instinctively follow you, whereas powerful Zerg monsters will become extremely aggressive toward you. So be careful. If you ever feel the ring is becoming a burden, don't wear it all the time, especially during dangerous hunting missions. Han Jian smiled. I don't care about the risks. This ring was given to me by my master. No matter what dangers come my way, I'll always wear it. With that, he put the ring on his finger. Master Li laughed. You're much braver than my other disciples. Some of them were so scared after hearing about the ring's effects that they never dared to wear it. He glanced at Lin Jinchuan. Isn't that right? Lin Jinchuan immediately looked embarrassed. Master Li chuckled. All right, we've talked enough. Go finish your test with Jia. You must be exhausted after everything you've gone through today. Since I'm in a good mood, let's continue our conversation over lunch. Bring Jia with you. The scene shifted to the Deep Blue Hot Pot restaurant, where Master Li had invited everyone for lunch. Master Li said, Han Jian, I invited you here because all of your senior brothers are arriving today. I'd like to introduce all of you so you can get to know each other. Lin Jinchuan began introducing everyone. You've already met me, the head of the 2nd district. The man sitting over there is Yu Chu, the head of the 3rd district. Beside him is Sun Zaki, the head of the 4th district, and next to him is Lin Jinchun, the head of the 5th district. Han Jian and Jia politely greeted all of them. The senior brothers smiled warmly. There's no need to be nervous. We're all family here. Yu Chu added, some of your senior brothers couldn't make it today. Your 6th senior brother is guarding the border, and your 7th senior brother is currently overseas, so meeting him right now isn't possible. Before he could introduce the 8th senior brother, someone suddenly appeared behind Han Jian. It was the mysterious 8th senior brother. No need for introductions. I'm already here. He handed Han Jian a card. Here's my contact information. If you ever run into trouble, call me. But remember, you only get one chance. The moment he finished speaking, he disappeared without another word. Han Jian blinked in confusion. My 8th senior brother has a unique personality. He showed up, gave me his number, and immediately left. Lin Jinchuan smiled and handed Han Jian a large box. These are gifts from your senior brothers. Inside, you'll find martial arts techniques, battle robes, and many other useful items. Han Jian gratefully accepted the box. Thank you, everyone. Just then, a fat, middle-aged woman stormed into the restaurant. She angrily shouted, Jia, how dare you eat at such an expensive restaurant without inviting me? Aren't you afraid of what I'll do to you? Jia looked embarrassed. Aunt, what are you doing here? The woman sneered. Don't ask me that. I should be asking why you're here. You eat my food, use my things, and now that you've finally come to an expensive restaurant, you came alone? Don't you think that would make your aunt angry? Jia hurriedly explained. Aunt, you've misunderstood. Master invited us here. The woman scoffed. Shut up! How dare you talk back to me? Looks like it's time to teach you a lesson. She raised her hand to slap Jia. But before the slap could land, Han Jian stepped forward and grabbed her wrist. The woman glared at him. Who are you? Why are you holding my hand? Wait, aren't you the boy who tricked Jia? Han Jian answered calmly. You're right, I formed a contract with Jia, but what exactly does that have to do with you? The woman shouted. What does it have to do with me? I raised Jia for all these years. Don't you think she owes me compensation? She was useless to me before, but maybe now she'll finally be worth something. Hearing those words, Jia's anger finally exploded. Enough! Stop talking nonsense. I've listened to your insults for long enough, but I'm not going to tolerate them anymore. It was the first time anyone had ever seen Jia stand up for herself. Her aunt was momentarily stunned before shouting even louder. How dare you raise your voice at me? Just because you passed the test, you think you can do whatever you want. You have no idea how powerful my connections are. I can ruin your entire life. Your Uncle Niu has connections within the 4th district. After insulting me, you'll never become a spiritual master. Sunzaki, the 4th senior brother, frowned. Did she just mention the 4th district? The woman pointed at him arrogantly. Why are you coming over here? I knew all of you would be scared after hearing the 4th district's name. Let me make one thing clear. I won't spare any of you. And you, old man. She pointed at Master Li. You're Han Jian's grandfather, aren't you? Listen carefully. If you want Jia, then give me a huge amount of gold, a mansion, and a luxury car. Everything must be registered under my name. My relatives have connections in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th districts. If you refuse my demands, you'll regret it for the rest of your lives. The moment she finished speaking, Master Li's expression turned ice cold, and his anger instantly filled the entire restaurant. Master Li looked at everyone and said, Why are you all just standing there? This woman just threatened me. Call your respective districts immediately. Do I really have to tell you what to do? You all heard what she said. Didn't she claim to have relatives in your districts? Seeing Master Li genuinely angry, the heads of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th districts immediately panicked and began making calls to their respective districts. I can't believe someone like this exists in my district. How dare she threaten Master Li? Meanwhile, Master Li calmly picked up his drink and continued sipping it. The aunt sneered. Do you really think calling a few people is enough to scare me? The people backing me are far more powerful than you think. Just wait a little longer, and I'll have all of you kneeling before me. If you had simply agreed to my demands, things would have been much easier for you. But since you chose otherwise, you're only walking toward your own destruction. Just then, her phone suddenly rang. She smiled proudly. Perfect timing. I was just about to call you. Some people are bullying me right now. Can you come and help? But the person on the other end shouted angrily. Have you lost your mind? Do you realize what you've done? You almost got all of us killed. Listen carefully. Starting today, our families have absolutely no relationship with each other. Never contact us again. The aunt froze in disbelief. Master Li smiled faintly. A moment ago, you claimed to have countless powerful connections. Tell me, are any of those connections coming to save you now? Or are they all too terrified? The aunt desperately pleaded into the phone. Uncle Niu, what are you talking about? You're not coming to help me. The man snapped. Stop talking nonsense. If you want to die, then die alone. Don't drag us into your problems. And let me give you one final piece of advice, for your own good. Never provoke Han Jian or Jia again. The people standing behind them are far beyond anything you can imagine. The call ended immediately. The aunt stood there in complete shock, her phone slipping from her hand and crashing onto the floor. She collapsed to her knees. What is happening? I never imagined things would turn out like this. At that moment, a waiter walked over. Ma'am, please leave the restaurant immediately. You're disturbing our honored guests. The aunt angrily pointed at him. Have you gone crazy? Can't you see I'm the victim here? They're using their power to bully an ordinary woman like me. Everyone, please look. These powerful spiritual masters are bullying someone who has no power to fight back. They're trying to force me to my death. Somebody help me. Han Jian and Jia were both stunned by her shameless performance. Master Li's patience finally ran out. With a single powerful strike, he released an overwhelming pressure. If you don't leave this instant, you'll regret it. Terrified, the aunt immediately fled the restaurant. After she left, Jia lowered her head in embarrassment. Everyone, I'm so sorry. My aunt caused such a huge scene. I never expected her to come here. I'm really sorry for all the trouble she caused. Master Li gently smiled. Jia, listen carefully. None of this was your fault. You lost your parents at a very young age, and your aunt stole your parents' house through deception. Just by looking at her, it's obvious how selfish she is. Living under the same roof as someone like that must have been incredibly difficult for you. From today onward, Han Jian, your senior brothers, and I are your family. And one more thing, you will never return to that greedy woman's house again. I won't allow her to trouble you anymore. From today on, both you and Han Jian will stay at my home. Tears welled up in Jia's eyes. Master Li, thank you so much. All of you are such wonderful people. Master Li laughed. Why are you two just sitting there? We came here to eat. If you keep hesitating, your senior brothers will finish all the food before you even start. Hurry up and dig in. He pointed at the giant hot pot in the center of the table. Han Jian, this is a 9-grade hot pot. The 4 large sections are used to cook different dishes, while the 4 smaller sections keep slow-cooked delicacies warm. Han Jian smiled. Master, you've already explained the 8 senior brothers, but what about me? Which kind of dish am I? The one that's cooked quickly, or the one that takes the longest to prepare? Master Li chuckled. You're quite clever. You understood my meaning immediately. To be honest, even I don't know what path you'll ultimately walk. Every person chooses their own path, and that path determines their future. Even I can't predict where yours will lead. Han Jian nodded. So, I have to find my own path. Just then, Master Li suddenly looked around in panic. Wait a minute, where did my special dish go? I've been saving it from the very beginning so I could eat it last. Han Jian looked down and realized the special dish was sitting right in front of him. Uh-oh, I accidentally took Master's favorite dish. Trying to hide it, Han Jian casually moved the plate closer to himself before quickly changing the subject. Senior brother, can I ask you something? Why didn't any of your soul weapons appear today? I wanted to see what all of your contracted weapons looked like. Lin Jingxuan smiled. Han Jian, you and Jia still haven't synchronized yet, have you? The moment he said that, Jia immediately blushed. Han Jian scratched his head awkwardly. No, we haven't. But why are you asking? Lin Jingxuan explained. After synchronization, you'll gain replicated energy. Although it's a relatively weak ability, it's still extremely useful. You should already know that every soul weapon has two forms, a weapon form and a human form. Our soul weapons are currently in their human forms, staying behind to protect our territories. That's why they couldn't come with us today. Han Jian nodded. So spiritual masters and their soul weapons can actually fight separately? Jia added. Yes, but only after synchronization. That's when we unlock that ability. Lin Jingxuan then looked at Han Jian seriously. There's something I've been curious about. According to the records, Jia awakened as an E-rank soul weapon. But after watching today's battle, there's no way she fought like an E-rank. Han Jian answered honestly. You're right. Jia originally was an E-rank soul weapon, but I possess a special talent called Divine Awakening. The moment I used it on her, she evolved directly from E-rank to triple S rank. That's why we became so powerful and managed to perform so well during the test. Everyone at the table was stunned. Han Jian, are you serious? You actually possess an ability like that? We've never heard of anything remotely similar before. Han Jian continued. Everyone thinks I contracted Jia because I was blinded by her beauty, but that's not true. I already knew that once I used Divine Awakening on her, she'd evolve into a triple S rank soul weapon. A soul weapon's original rank doesn't matter. As long as it possesses divine talent, my ability can awaken its true potential. Jia happened to have that divine talent. At the same time, Han Jian thought to himself, besides Fuxi Qin, there are still 10 ancient divine artifacts scattered throughout this world. If I'm lucky enough to find them, I might be able to form contracts with them as well. Master Li's expression immediately turned serious. Han Jian, listen carefully. Other than the people in this room, you must never reveal that you possess the Divine Awakening talent. He turned toward Lin Jingxuan. After you return, classify every piece of information regarding Han Jian and Jia as the highest level secret. Make sure not a single detail leaks out. Otherwise, we'll be inviting enormous trouble. Both of them nodded. Understood, Master. We'll make sure it remains completely confidential. Just then, the third, fourth, and fifth senior brothers reported some exciting news. Master, we just received a wonderful update. Dajia has now won 19 consecutive battles against the monsters. We've also reclaimed 6 territories that were lost years ago. As a result, Dajia's total territory has expanded by another 20%. This year we've also successfully identified multiple monster outbreak zones, allowing us to respond before disasters occur. Master Li smiled proudly. Excellent work. Keep working this hard, and one day we'll defeat the monsters completely. Everything we've lost will eventually be ours again. Come, let's raise a toast to Dajia's future. Everyone lifted their glasses and celebrated together. Later that night, Han Jian and Jia arrived at Master Li's residence. Han Jian asked, Master, are you alright? You drank quite a lot today. If you need any help, just let me know. Master Li laughed. Han Jian, you're seriously underestimating me. You know how powerful I am. Do you really think a little alcohol could affect me? Instead of worrying about me, go take a look at your new home. As he spoke, Master Li opened the front gate. The moment Han Jian and Jia stepped inside, both of them froze in amazement. Master, your home is incredible. There probably isn't another house this magnificent anywhere in Deep Blue City. Master Li smiled and said, Deep Blue City isn't my hometown, it's my wife's. This house also belongs to her. Han Jian asked curiously, Master, then where is your wife? I've never seen her since the very beginning. The moment Han Jian asked that question, Master Li fell silent. After a long pause, he finally spoke. Han Jian, my wife was also my soul weapon. She died during a devastating battle. You've probably heard the story that I killed the 3 Zerg emperors. Everyone remembers the name Li Shutong, but no one remembers my wife's name. The truth is, without her, I could never have accomplished that feat. It was only because of her that I was able to defeat the 3 Zerg emperors. Han Jian lowered his head apologetically. Master, I'm sorry, I didn't know she had already passed away. My question must have brought back painful memories. Master Li shook his head. Han Jian, listen carefully. No matter what happens, always take good care of Jia. She's not just a soul weapon that you use in battle. Besides her soul form, she's also a human being, just like you and me. Never forget that. You're Your soul weapon is also your life partner, so cherish and protect her. Hearing those words, Jia blushed deeply. Han Jian nodded seriously. Don't worry, Master. I'll always protect her. By the way, may I know your wife's name? As long as even one person remembers her, her name will never truly disappear from this world. Master Li smiled warmly. Han Jian, that's exactly why you're different from everyone else. You see things from a different perspective, and that's what I admire about you. My wife's name was Ling Mei. He looked up at the night sky before continuing. During the legendary battle 100 years ago, I only defeated one Zerg Emperor. The other two were killed by Ling Mei. Unfortunately, the battle was so fierce that she also lost her life. If she were still alive today, the honor of saving Dajia should belong entirely to her. After a brief silence, Master Li said, It's getting late. Go get some rest. You both worked very hard today. Han Jian nodded. All right, Master. Please take care of yourself. We'll head to our rooms now. A little later, Master Li was sitting alone in the garden, holding a photograph of Ling Mei. He looked at the moon and whispered, Ling Mei, I can't even remember the last time we watched the moon together. That child's arrival has brought back so many old memories. Just then, Han Jian quietly walked over. Master, since Lady Ling Mei isn't here with you anymore, you don't have to sit here alone. If you don't mind, Jia and I can keep you company. Master Li smiled gently. Han Jian, when I look at you and Jia, it's like watching my younger self and Ling Mei all over again. You're just like I was, and Jia reminds me so much of her. His expression suddenly became serious. But this isn't the time for sentimental talk. If you truly want to protect Jia, you'll need strength. This world is incredibly dangerous, and I never want you to experience the same tragedy I did. Since you're here, I'll personally teach you martial arts. To be honest, my martial arts are one of my greatest strengths, and I'll make sure you master them. As soon as he finished speaking, Master Li threw a punch that shattered the tree standing in front of him. This technique is called the 8-lock fist. The 8 locks represent the 8 hidden points within the human body. Once you unlock all 8, you'll surpass the natural limits of your body. Han Jian carefully observed the technique. Then, to Master Li's astonishment, Han Jian immediately activated the 8-lock fist himself. Master, look, am I doing it correctly? Master Li's eyes widened in disbelief. How is this possible? Even Wei King needed 6 whole months just to master the first stage, and he's one of the greatest geniuses as well as the head of the first district. Yet Han Jian learned the first level after seeing it only once. I didn't even have to explain how to activate it. Han Jian scratched his head. I just followed my instincts. I'm not sure how, but I somehow figured it out. This technique makes me feel an incredible amount of power flowing through my body. Master Li immediately stepped forward. Excellent. Since you've mastered the basics, it's time to learn the combat techniques that complement the 8-lock fist. The next moment, he threw a devastating punch directly at Han Jian. Han Jian was sent flying backward. Master, that punch was terrifying. It hurt so much. Meanwhile, Master Li thought to himself, if he learns everything too easily, it won't be good for him. He's undoubtedly a once-in-a-generation genius, but as his master, I must keep his arrogance in check. Pride is the greatest obstacle to learning. A smile slowly appeared on his face. Han Jian may very well become my greatest disciple. One day, he might even surpass me. And for a master, there's no greater joy than seeing a disciple exceed his teacher. Looking at Han Jian lying on the ground, Master Li sighed. I should treat his injuries first. Even my casual punch wounded him this badly. Soon, Master Li and Jia began treating Han Jian's injuries. Han Jian cried out dramatically, Master, please be gentle. It really hurts. The next day at King Tang Academy, Jia asked, Han Jian, how are you feeling now? Does Master's punch still hurt? Han Jian grinned. Not at all. I was just acting in front of Master yesterday, so he'd think his punch had seriously injured me. Just then, Wang Limao and several other students walked over. Wang Limao sneered. Well, look who it is. The triple S-rank genius who just broke King Tang Academy's all-time record, a record no one will ever surpass. Another student laughed. So what? No matter how talented he is, his life is basically over. Once he gets assigned where he's going, his talent won't mean a thing. Jia looked confused. Han Jian, what are they talking about? Han Jian calmly replied, ignore them. They're just barking dogs trying to attract attention. The two of them continued walking until they arrived at the principal's office. The principal sighed. Han Jian, Jia, I've been waiting for you. Unfortunately, I have some bad news. Based on your extraordinary abilities, the higher authorities have issued an official order. Both of you will be transferred to Deep Blue City's Guardian organization. You'll receive various missions there, and your strength will grow much faster than it would here. However, the risks will also increase dramatically. Even though you're still students, you'll now face life-threatening dangers. The principal looked guilty. I'm truly sorry. I tried everything I could to stop this, but none of the higher-ups listened to me. Here's the official notice. Report to the Guardian organization as soon as possible. Han Jian accepted the notice. So, I'll be sent to the front lines already? Don't you think this is happening too soon? The principal lowered his head. I'm sorry, Han Jian. I know this is unfair, especially considering your triple S rank talent. Believe me, I fought for you, but it changed nothing. Han Jian smiled calmly. It's alright, principal. I understand now. Master told me I had to find my own path. Maybe this is exactly what he meant. No matter what challenges await me, I'll overcome them. As Han Jian and Jia were leaving, Wang Limao blocked their path again. You're nothing like me, Han Jian. You're nothing but trash who's about to leave this academy forever. Sure, you set the highest record and possess triple S rank talent, but offending Mr. Zhao in Deep Blue City is the worst mistake you could have made. Did you really think he'd let you off so easily? So tell me, how does it feel watching everyone make a joke out of your triple S rank talent? And don't forget, Jia's life is going to be ruined because of you too. Han Jian suddenly stopped walking. Wang Limao grinned. What's wrong? Are you angry? You wouldn't dare hit me, would you? After synchronizing with Xiao Mei, my strength has increased tremendously. You could say I'm twice as strong as I was before. You don't stand a chance against me anymore. If I'd known synchronization would make me this powerful, I would have done it much earlier. Han Jian slowly stepped forward. Looks like words aren't enough to shut you up. Someone once said that some people only learn after getting kicked. I guess it's time to show you just how wide the gap between us really is. Wang Limao laughed. Fine, Han Jian, come at me. I'm not backing down because I'm confident I can beat you now. The two of them threw punches at the same time. A violent shockwave exploded from the collision, but Han Jian's strength was on an entirely different level. With a single punch, he completely shattered Wang Limao's arm bones. Limao cried out in pain. My arm! I think my bones are broken. But Han Jian wasn't finished yet. He stepped forward and drove another devastating punch straight into Limao's face. A single punch was all it took. Bang! Limao collapsed to the ground unconscious. Han Jian calmly turned to Jia. Come on, Jia, he deserved every bit of that. Jia asked, Han Jian, where are we going now? Han Jian replied, to report for duty. As they walked away, the principal hurried out of his office and shouted, Someone, hurry, take Limao to the medical room immediately. He only fainted because of weakness. A nearby student thought to himself, weakness? The principal clearly saw Han Jian beat him unconscious. Why is he lying? Soon, Han Jian and Jia arrived at the Guardian Organization headquarters. Walking up to the reception desk, Han Jian said, My name is Han Jian. I'm here to report for duty. Without even looking up, the receptionist replied, Go take a queue number at the entrance and wait until you're called. I'm busy right now. I'll level up in this game in just a few more minutes. Han Jian said calmly, I'm not here to ask questions. I'm here to join the Guardian Organization. Hearing that, the receptionist looked up in surprise. Wait, you're here to join? Oh, Han Jian, it's you. I know who you are. Our Vice Captain Zhao Hu specifically told me to make things difficult for you and ensure you never have an easy time here. He immediately realized what he just admitted. No, forget everything you heard. The Vice Captain actually told me to take good care of you. After all, you're the city's only triple S rank spiritual master, and you have a bright future ahead of you. He quickly checked Han Jian's file. Your assignment has arrived. You're assigned to Team 057, and the most surprising part is, you're its new team leader. The Guardian Organization has an elite first team in every city that oversees all the other Guardian squads. Every Guardian belongs to one of the various teams. Team 057's office is on the left after you enter. I've already completed your registration, so you can head there now. Han Jian smiled. Thanks, brother. As soon as Han Jian entered Team 057's office, he froze. The place was an absolute disaster. Dirty clothes were scattered everywhere, empty liquor bottles covered the floor, and the entire office looked like it hadn't been cleaned in months. Han Jian frowned. This is Team 057? In what world does this look like an office? Jia nodded. You're right, this place is a complete mess. Just then, a red-haired young woman looked at them. Who are you? What do you want here? Han Jian answered, I'm Han Jian, the new leader of Team 057. The red-haired woman widened her eyes. You're our new team leader? At the same time, a man lying lazily on a bed finally looked over. He scoffed. You don't look strong enough to lead anyone. You probably can't even grow a proper beard yet. And you're supposed to be our captain? Kid, get out of here and play captain somewhere else. We don't have time for your nonsense. Jia immediately became angry. How can you talk to Han Jian like that? He's really your new team leader. Han Jian thought to himself. This guy has already given up on life. How can someone like him be part of a Guardian squad? The man ignored Han Jian and looked at Jia instead. Your voice is really soft. You're especially cute when you're angry. If you don't mind, why don't you become my new soul partner? I'd gladly accept you. Besides, I'm much stronger than this kid. The next second, boom, Han Jian stepped forward and punched him square in the face. The man was badly injured from just one punch. However, to Han Jian's surprise, he slowly got back to his feet. The red-haired woman sighed. Yifan, keep an eye on things. I'm going into the back room to get some rest. Yifan immediately complained. Hongyan, I'm broke. At least give me some money so I can buy a drink. After that, you can go rest if you want. Hongyan slammed the door shut. Stop talking nonsense. I don't have any money, and even if I did, I wouldn't give you any. Yifan sighed helplessly. What's wrong with Hongyan today? Why is she acting so strangely? Then he turned back to Hanjian. As you can see, Team 057 is dirt poor. We don't even have enough money to buy alcohol. So tell me, brother Hanjian, do you really think staying here is worth it? You'll only destroy your future. Hanjian replied confidently. I know this team is weak, and maybe it hasn't accomplished much so far. But now that I'm here, I promise Team 057 will rise faster than anyone expects. What you're seeing now is only temporary. Yifan shook his head. Kid, you're underestimating how bad things are. Go check our rankings yourself. You'll lose hope immediately. Out of every Guardian team, we're dead last. The worst part is that we have 0 points. The year ends in only 2 months. At the end of every year, the organization reviews every team's performance. The team that finishes in last place is permanently disbanded. And this year, that team is Team Phi-7. Looking at our score, I can confidently say there's no way we'll survive. That's why nobody even bothers trying anymore. Life in the lower district is miserable. Surviving here is hard enough. So go home while you still can. It's easy to call yourself a team leader, but walking that path is much harder. You're still young. Why are you in such a hurry to throw your life away? Hanjian thought to himself. So Zhao Hu really went this far. He deliberately assigned me to the lower district, so that no matter how hard I work, my future in Deep Blue City will be ruined. Jia quietly said, Hanjian, this man has completely lost all hope. There's no point staying here. Let's leave. Hanjian shook his head. Only people who are afraid of problems run away from them. But if you face your challenges head-on, you'll come out even stronger. Besides, even if I joined another team, Zhao Hu would never stop targeting me. He smiled confidently. Instead of changing teams, we'll take Team 057 all the way to rank 1. Then everyone will see what we're truly capable of. We still have 2 months left. That's more than enough time. Hanjian walked to the room where Hongyan had gone and opened the door. No matter what, we have to ruin Zhao Hu's plan. Hongyan looked at him coldly. Get out. I'm resting. I never welcomed either of you to this team. Staying here will only get you hurt. Hanjian looked straight at her. Tell me something. Are you really going to sit here and wait for this team to die? Before Team 057 disappears forever, aren't you even willing to make one last attempt? Hongyan. Or should I call you Bai Shuang? The moment she heard that name, Hongyan's expression changed completely. She shouted, Who are you? I deliberately used a fake name, so how do you know my real identity? Hanjian's insight skill immediately revealed her information. Name, Bai Shuang. Rank, A rank, soul weapon. Form, sentimental ring. Abilities, expert in deception. She can change her appearance, body shape, height, and identity so perfectly that almost no one can detect her disguise. Hanjian smiled. You asked who I am? My name is Hanjian, the new leader of this team. What you've seen is only a tiny fraction of my abilities. My true strength is far greater, so don't underestimate me. If I say I'm qualified to lead this team, then I have the ability to prove it. Hanjian thought to himself. She may have the power to deceive people, but a few moments ago Yifan was asking her for money. That means she's been struggling to keep Team 57 alive all by herself. If I can get her on our side, this team still has hope. Bai Shuang looked at him cautiously. Hanjian, what exactly do you want? If you're planning to threaten me by exposing my real identity, then give up. I don't care if everyone learns the truth. Hanjian shook his head. I only have one offer. Let's work together and complete missions for Team 057. Bai Shuang frowned. And why should I trust you? This team has no future. What's the point of wasting our efforts? Hanjian answered confidently. Because I'm the leader of Team Phi-7 now. You asked what we'd gain. Fine. You can keep half of every mission reward we earn. Just work with me once, and you'll see for yourself whether my words carry more weight or my abilities do. After a brief silence, Bai Shuang finally nodded. All right, Hanjian, we have a deal. As the new team leader, I'll trust you, and I hope you won't disappoint me. At the same time, Bai Shuang was thinking to herself, he saw right through my lies. That's my A-rank ability, yet he exposed it so easily. That means he's incredibly powerful. I don't know why someone like him joined Team Phi-7, but maybe giving this team one more chance isn't such a bad idea. Hanjian said, since we're working together now, I'll leave the mission selection to you. I just joined the organization, so I don't know how things work here yet. Bai Shuang nodded. All right, I don't have any problem with that. After checking the mission board, she said, at the moment, there are only 3 missions that Team 057 is qualified to accept. The first mission is to locate a missing Guardian member from another team. The reward is 50 points. The second mission involves resolving a conflict between a contract master and their soul weapon. That mission rewards 10 points. The third mission is to pick up employees' children from school. It pays 10 points per day. After looking through the missions, Han Jian shook his head. These missions are too easy, which means the rewards are far too small. Even if we complete all of them, it'll take forever to catch up to the other teams. If we're going to take on missions, we should choose the one that offers the highest reward. He pointed at another mission. This one looks perfect. The mission read, eliminate the Zerg monsters in Deep Blue City's sewer system. A large number of Zerg monsters have been discovered in the city's underground sewers, and they are becoming increasingly active. Mission reward, 300 points. Any monster materials collected may be kept and will be evaluated separately for additional rewards. Risk level, high. Teams are required to have at least 6 to 8 members, or the Zerg monsters may pose a fatal threat. Han Jian finished reading and smiled. This is a great mission. We'll take this one. Bai Shuang stared at him in disbelief. Have you lost your mind? Read the team requirement again. It clearly says 6 to 8 members. There are only 3 of us. If we go in there, we'll become food for those monsters. Are you really willing to risk your life just for points? Think about it again. We can choose another mission. Han Jian shook his head confidently. No, I'm certain we can complete this mission. Only high-value missions will allow us to catch up with the other teams. If we keep doing small jobs, Team 057 will be disbanded long before we earn enough points. We still have 2 months before the annual evaluation. I'm confident we'll earn more than enough points during that time. With that, Han Jian accepted the mission himself. Bai Shuang sighed. You're really crazy. Do you realize how huge a mistake this could be? If we fail the mission, we'll receive a penalty equal to 10% of the reward. Since the reward is 300 points, we'll lose 30 points. Our team currently has 0 points. Recovering from that would be nearly impossible. Han smiled reassuringly. Don't worry, we won't lose. I guarantee it. If anything goes wrong, I'll take full responsibility. Just trust me this once. After that, I won't have to convince you ever again. Bai Shuang nodded. Fine. I already promised to cooperate with you. If you die during this mission, I'll make sure your body is brought back. Deep down, however, she hoped Han Jian's confidence was justified. The scene shifted to another Guardian team. One member reported, Captain, someone has accepted the Zerg monster extermination mission. It was still available a little while ago, but now it's completely gone from the mission board. The captain looked shocked. Someone took it? Which team was it? Was it Team 001? Maybe they thought the 300 points would help them climb the rankings. With only 2 months left before the annual evaluation, that would make sense. He frowned. But no matter how I look at it, they don't have enough strength to complete that mission alone. Even if they accepted it, they should have formed an alliance with another team. There's no way they could handle it by themselves. In fact, their captain even asked me yesterday to cooperate with them. So why did they suddenly decide to take the mission alone? He stood up. Whatever. Let's head to the Zerg monster's location. I want to see which idiots stole our mission. Whoever it is won't get away so easily. Meanwhile, Han Jian's team had already arrived at the sewers. Bai Shuang warned them. Han Jian, Jia, be careful. According to the intelligence report, there are 8 second-rank Zerg monsters in this area. Judging by the surroundings, their nest should be nearby. They could ambush us at any moment. Han Jian and Jia simply smiled. They weren't worried in the slightest. After all, they had already defeated a 3rd-rank beast during the King Tang's Academy entrance test. Second-rank monsters posed no threat to them. The 2 of them immediately rushed forward. Han Jian called back, Bai Shuang, wait here. We'll be back in a few minutes. After this mission, we'll have to take on even more. Team Phi 7 is still at the bottom of the rankings. Bai Shuang shouted anxiously. Han Jian, don't be so reckless. Those are second-rank monsters. Even an ordinary Guardian team struggles against a single Zerg monster, and you're charging in alone against 8 of them. Rushing in like this could get you both killed. Suddenly, rumble. The entire sewer shook violently. Bai Shuang's face turned pale. This isn't good. Something must have happened. I warned them not to rush in. Those are second-rank Zerg monsters. Fighting them head-on is extremely dangerous. She immediately ran toward the source of the disturbance. When she finally arrived, she froze. The ground was covered with monster corpses. Han Jian smiled casually. Bai Shuang, don't worry. We've already wiped them all out. The mission is complete, which means we've secured all 300 points. Now we should focus on our next mission. Bai Shuang was completely speechless. You killed all of them? There weren't just 1 or 2 monsters here. There were 8 second-rank Zerg monsters. Just how strong are the 2 of you to defeat them so effortlessly? Han Jian nodded. You're right. The mission went surprisingly smoothly. Take all the valuable materials from the monsters. They'll bring us a good profit. We don't have time to waste. We still have more missions to complete. He pointed toward the side of the tunnel. There's also a body lying over there. I think that's the missing Guardian from the 50-point mission. Unfortunately, he's already dead. Bring his body with us. We'll return him to headquarters and earn the extra points as well. Bai Shuang stared at Han Jian in disbelief. Who exactly is this man? He killed 8 second-rank monsters with such ease. If he's this terrifyingly powerful, why was he assigned to Team Euro 57? About an hour later, another Guardian team arrived at the sewers. The moment they saw the battlefield, they were stunned. These were all second-rank Zerg monsters. We were told there were 8 of them. Wait, there are actually 10 monster corpses here. Whoever did this wiped them all out with unbelievable ease. How is that even possible? One member carefully inspected the bodies. Captain, I can tell that every single monster was killed with just one attack. There aren't any signs of follow-up strikes. They all died instantly. And the extermination mission has already been marked as completed. That means it must have been the same team we talked about earlier. The captain clenched his fists in frustration. How is this possible? We left the moment they accepted the mission, yet by the time we arrived, they had already finished everything. We have to find out who they are. Back at Guardian headquarters, the receptionist hurried into Vice Captain Zhao Hu's office. Vice Captain Zhao Hu, we've got a serious problem. Team 057, led by Han Jian, has already completed 2 missions. Their total score has reached 350 points. If this continues, they'll climb the rankings very quickly. The moment Zhao Hu heard that, his face darkened with rage. Bang! He slammed his fist onto the table. Shut up! I told you to send Han Jian somewhere he couldn't accomplish anything, to a place that would completely destroy his future. If he keeps completing missions like this, everyone's attention will be on him. I gave you one simple job, and you couldn't even do that properly. The receptionist hurriedly said, Sir, please don't worry. I'll be much more careful from now on. And please forgive me for this mistake. Zhao Hu sneered. Han Jian, I know you've got powerful people backing you. That's the only reason you've managed to survive despite opposing me. But we'll see how long that lasts. I promise I'll make your life a living hell. After all, you've already stepped into my territory. Then Zhao Hu turned to one of his subordinates. Listen carefully. Tell every Guardian team except Han Jian's to accept every single mission available in Deep Blue City. I don't care whether they can complete them or not. Just make sure no missions are left. I know that if Han Jian has access to missions, he'll quickly climb the rankings. The subordinate nervously replied, Yes, sir, I understand. I'll inform every team immediately. From now on, they'll accept every available mission. Those are your orders. Later, Han Jian and Jia returned to Master Li's house. Master Li asked, Han Jian, tell me honestly, are you having some kind of conflict with Zhao Hu? If you need any help, just let me know. I have more than enough power to deal with him, and if I step in, no one would dare question me. Han Jian smiled politely. Thank you, Master, but I think I can handle this myself. I don't believe Zhao Hu will become that big of a problem. However, after joining the Guardian organization, I realized something. Although they're responsible for protecting the city, many of them aren't taking their duties seriously. If people like that are responsible for Deep Blue City's safety, then the city is in far greater danger than I imagined. Master Li nodded. You're absolutely right. As any organization grows larger, problems naturally begin to appear. When the Guardian organization was first established, everyone was devoted to protecting the city and carried out their duties faithfully. But after years of fighting Zerg monsters, greed slowly corrupted many of them. The truly dedicated Guardians were sent to defend the borders, while many of those who remained became consumed by selfish desires. Of course, there are still good people within the organization. Unfortunately, the greed of others has caused the entire organization to rot from within. When the roots of a tree become rotten, simply trimming its branches won't save it. If you truly want to remove the corruption, you must burn the old tree down and let a new one grow in its place. The Guardian organization is no different, and that's exactly why I chose you. Han Jian looked at him thoughtfully. So, in your eyes, I'm the fire that will burn away the old tree and allow a new one to grow? Master Li smiled. Fire can drive away darkness if it's controlled properly. But if it burns out of control, it'll destroy both the wicked and the innocent alike. That's why you must be extremely careful. One mistake could ruin everything. I've told you before, your future belongs to you. The choices you make will determine the path you walk. Han Jian nodded seriously. I understand, Master. Don't worry, I won't make careless mistakes. Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask. I've been practicing the 8-lock fist for quite a while, but I still can't break through to the next stage. Is there any way to advance? Master Li answered calmly. There's only one way. A life and death battle. When you're pushed to the absolute edge, you'll naturally understand how to reach the next level. Han Jian was stunned by the answer. That night, Han Jian lay comfortably on his bed. Master's cooking was incredible, and the drinks were even better. Just then, Jia walked into the room. Han Jian, how are you feeling? Han Jian looked surprised. Jia, what are you doing here? She answered shyly. Master Li told me to stay in your room tonight. Han Jian's attention suddenly drifted elsewhere. Jia, it's pretty big. Jia immediately blushed. What do you mean? Han Jian quickly clarified. I mean, this villa is huge, so why are you staying in my room? Jia pouted. Because Master locked all the other rooms. I don't have anywhere else to sleep. Hanjian scratched his head awkwardly. Well, I guess this could be a little risky. Jia's face turned bright red. Stop talking nonsense. None of this is my fault. Blame Master. That night, Hanjian and Jia simply went to sleep. The next morning, Hanjian arrived at Team 057's office. Jia, we had a good night's rest. Now let's hurry and find more missions. Getting Team 057 to rank 1 is our top priority. Bai Shuang looked at him with admiration. Hanjian, you're a triple S rank contract master. You set the highest record in King Tang's academy history. You easily defeated multiple second-rank Zerg monsters and even killed a third-rank Zerg monster during the academy test. In the entire history of contract masters, no one has ever displayed talent greater than yours. Yi Fan laughed excitedly. That's amazing. Our captain is the #1 genius in all of Deep Blue City. Team 057 actually has the city's greatest prodigy as its leader. Bai Shuang bowed apologetically. Hanjian, I'm sorry about yesterday. I treated you very rudely. I had no idea you were this strong. I honestly thought you were just someone who had powerful connections. But after witnessing your strength yesterday, I realized you were anything but ordinary. From today onward, I'll follow every order you give as our captain. I know you're capable of leading Team 057 to greatness. Hanjian smiled warmly. Bai Shuang, don't worry about it. We're teammates. Anyone could have misunderstood the situation yesterday. It's really not a big deal. You don't need to be so formal around me. Bai Shuang sighed. The higher-ups must have lost their minds. Sending someone with your talent to a place like this is a complete waste. I don't know what those big shots are thinking, but if you stay here much longer, your talent will be wasted. You should find a way to leave the Guardian organization. Hanjian shook his head confidently. Most people simply adapt to their surroundings. I'm different. I have the power to change my surroundings instead. There's nothing I need to run away from. Just wait and watch. Now that I'm here, the Guardian organization will never be the same again. Yi Fan sighed. Hanjian, you've got guts. But remember, you offended Zhao Hu while you're still in Deep Blue City. He's a despicable man. He'll never let this go. He'll do everything he can to make your life miserable. There are only two possible endings. Either you kill Zhao Hu, or Zhao Hu destroys you. As long as he's alive, he'll keep trying to ruin your future. Bai Shuang added, Ye Fan is right. For some reason, there isn't a single mission available in Deep Blue City today. Not even one. Every mission has already been accepted. I'm almost certain Zhao Hu is behind this. He must have ordered everyone to grab every mission so none would be left for us. Hanjian, what should we do now? We finally made some progress, but are we supposed to give up now? I don't think Zhao Hu will ever let us move forward. Without missions, we can't earn points. And if we can't earn points, Team 057 will finish in last place. Once that happens, we'll all be expelled from the organization. Hanjian asked Bai Shuang, you said every mission in Deep Blue City has already been accepted, right? You're absolutely sure? Bai Shuang nodded. Yes, Hanjian smiled. That's only true for Deep Blue City. What about every other city? Have all of their missions been taken too? Bai Shuang blinked. Wait, Hanjian, what are you thinking? Hanjian grabbed the tablet from her hands. Let's switch the location from Deep Blue City to Kanghai City. Maybe they still have available missions. As soon as he refreshed the screen, dozens of unclaimed missions appeared. Hanjian smiled. Look, Bai Shuang, Kanghai City still has plenty of missions that nobody has accepted. We can complete those and earn a lot of points. Bai Shuang hesitated. Taking missions from another city isn't illegal. We can do it, but it'll create a lot of problems. We'll have to travel between different cities, which will waste a lot of time. The bigger issue isn't the travel itself, it's what's waiting on the roads. There are countless high-rank monsters outside the cities. If we encounter something too powerful, our lives could be in serious danger. I'm not scared. I'm just saying we need to think this through carefully. Even so, a short while later, they set off for Kanghai City. Hanjian believed that doing nothing was far more dangerous than taking a chance. As they drove, any monster that got in their way was simply run over. Suddenly, Jia pointed ahead. Hanjian, what's that? Hanjian narrowed his eyes. A first-rank Zerg monster. Dead ash flies. These monsters fight in swarms. The larger the swarm, the stronger they become. Yi Fan excitedly leaned forward. Dead ash flies? Perfect. Let's wipe them all out. We're a powerful team. Nothing can stop us. At that moment, the swarm generated a massive tornado. Jia gasped. Hanjian, look, that tornado was created by the dead ash flies. Hanjian remained calm. Their numbers are enormous. If they attack a populated area, the destruction will be catastrophic. An ordinary contract master wouldn't stand a chance against them. Yi Fan shouted, Charge, we'll kill every last one of them. Bai Shuang quickly interrupted. Captain, there's something else. That swarm isn't wandering around randomly. They're chasing a vehicle filled with civilians. If the swarm catches them, everyone inside will die. Should we save them, or continue toward our mission? Trying to rescue them could put us in tremendous danger. Hanjian answered without hesitation. If we have the chance to save lives, we're not leaving them to die. Turn right. Drive as fast as you can. We'll rescue them, Yi Fan cheered. That's what I'm talking about. Let's destroy every dead ash fly, Bai Shuang warned. Hold on tight. I'm speeding up. She slammed the steering wheel to the right. The sharp turn threw Yi Fan out of his seat. He crashed onto the road, injuring his shoulder. Yet he still laughed. This is awesome. Let's fight. Ahead, the fleeing vehicle was moments away from being overtaken. Inside sat a young woman named Sheng Shiting. One of her guards reported, "Miss, we can't go any faster. At this rate, the swarm will catch us within 5 minutes. Reinforcements won't arrive in time. No matter what happens, we must ensure your safety." He turned toward the others. "Prepare the sacrifice plan. It's the only way to protect Miss Sheng." The guards nodded. "Yes, sir." Sheng Shiting immediately objected. "No, don't do this. Everyone, come back. We'll fight together until the very end. Don't sacrifice yourselves for me," the guards smiled. "Protecting you is our highest duty. If giving our lives is what it takes, then so be it." They turned to face the incoming swarm, desperately trying to buy her more time. Unfortunately, their attacks barely affected the dead ash flies. Sheng Shiting burst into tears. "This is all my fault. Everyone is dying because of me." One guard comforted her. "Protecting you is our responsibility. Please don't blame yourself." Just then, Sheng Shiting heard explosions behind them. "Wait, what's that sound? Someone's fighting back there." The next second, dead ash flies began falling from the sky one after another. The person slaughtering them was none other than Han Jian. His attacks were so overwhelming that the monsters died almost instantly. Sheng Shiting stared in shock. His attacks are actually killing them. While Han Jian remained completely focused on the battle, Sheng Shiting couldn't take her eyes off him. He's unbelievably powerful. Even our strongest masters couldn't stop these monsters. "Who is this young man?" one of the guards muttered. "Where did a talent like him come from? How have I never heard of him before?" However, the dead ash flies suddenly launched a barrage of poison stingers. To protect Han Jian, Yi Fan stepped in front of him and took every single attack. Han Jian quickly started pulling the poisonous stingers out of Yi Fan's body. Surprisingly, Yi Fan seemed to enjoy the pain. A moment later, every poison stinger was automatically expelled from his body, and all of his injuries healed instantly. Han Jian couldn't understand what had just happened, so he activated Insight. That's when he discovered that Yi Fan possessed a double S-rank talent, Immortality. No matter how badly he was injured, his body regenerated almost instantly. Han Jian wondered, what exactly does Immortality mean? Does it simply allow him to heal rapidly, or is he truly impossible to kill? Yi Fan grinned. "You're curious about my double S-rank Immortality talent, aren't you? I'll tell you everything, but only if you ask me nicely." Han Jian replied, "I'm not interested in your talent at all." Yi Fan sighed dramatically. "You're such a terrible person. At least pretend you're interested." After wiping out the entire swarm, Team 057 continued toward their mission. Along the way, Han Jian suddenly started sneezing repeatedly. "Which idiot keeps talking about me behind my back? I'm perfectly healthy, so why am I sneezing so much?" Jia pointed ahead. "Han Jian, look! I think we've reached our first mission location. We need to be careful. Even one small mistake could ruin everything." The moment everyone saw the battlefield ahead, even Yi Fan's expression changed. Jia's right. Every monster here is at least 2nd rank, and I think one of them is even 3rd rank. Hearing that, Jia was shocked. Han Jian calmly smiled. "Get ready. Whether they're 2nd rank or 3rd rank, none of them are leaving here alive. Besides, the more monsters we kill, the more points we'll earn." The monsters immediately charged toward Team 057. Han Jian activated his ability and unleashed a single attack. That one strike completely wiped out every monster. Not a single one survived. Yi Fan stared in disbelief. "You were right. Han Jian just one-shot every powerful monster here. How strong is this guy?" Bai Shuang couldn't hide her amazement. "No matter how many times I watch Han Jian fight, I'm always shocked. I've never seen anyone this powerful. I'm certain he'll become the strongest contract master in the future." Meanwhile, at the Kanghai City Guardian organization, one mission after another kept being completed. Every Guardian team was left speechless. They couldn't believe someone was clearing missions this quickly. After excluding travel time, every mission was being completed in barely 10 seconds. That could only mean one thing. Whoever was doing this was defeating every monster with a single attack. One Guardian exclaimed, "Where did someone this powerful come from? Could one of the frontline battle masters have returned?" When they checked the mission records, they finally discovered the truth. The missions weren't being completed by a Kanghai City team at all. They were being cleared by Team 057 from Deep Blue City. The captain slammed the table. "How dare those Deep Blue City bastards come here? We already have very few missions as it is, and now they're stealing our points. Are they clearing everything this fast just to humiliate us? They must have sent their strongest team. First squad, move out. We'll teach them what happens when someone steals our missions." Soon, numerous Guardian teams joined the pursuit. The captain shouted, "No matter how powerful Team Mo57 is, they won't stand a chance against all of us. Their next destination is the Magical Tail Snake Clearing Mission. I'm sure they'll show up there. Let's see what they're really capable of." Just then, one of the team members suddenly yelled, "Captain, look over there. I think we're too late." Sure enough, the Magical Tail Snake mission had already been completed. The captain clenched his fists. "Those Deep Blue City guys have gone too far. No matter how fast we move, they never leave a single mission behind. I swear, if I find them, I won't let them get away. Turn the vehicle around and chase them. These monsters were killed only moments ago. If we hurry, we might still catch them." The driver nodded. "Yes, Captain." But another teammate stopped him. "Captain, I don't think that's possible." The captain frowned. "Why not? They stole all of our missions. Are we just supposed to let them go? People will think Kanghai City's Guardian teams are too weak to defend our own territory." The teammate explained. "Boss, they've already registered all of their mission rewards. That means they've already left Kanghai City and returned to Deep Blue City. We don't have the authority or strength to enter another city's jurisdiction and confront them. No matter how hard we try, we won't be able to catch them." We also received a report from the city border. A black pickup truck carrying 4 people left Kanghai City just a short while ago. Based on the timing, those 4 must be the ones who completed every mission. When the captain heard that only 4 people had cleared so many high-level missions, he nearly coughed up blood. He simply couldn't accept it. How is that even possible? How could only 4 people accomplish something like this? One of his teammates quickly supported him. "Captain, are you all right? Someone take him to the hospital." "I think the captain is seriously unwell." Meanwhile, at the Guardian Organization headquarters, the 3rd Commander Su Ming was reviewing recent reports. Something strange is happening. Why are so many missions in Kanghai City being completed all of a sudden? Nothing like this has ever happened before. The entire Deep Blue City region suddenly seems to be running out of monsters. Find out exactly what's changed. If anything unusual has happened, report it to me immediately. One officer stepped forward. "Sir, a team from Deep Blue City has been completing every available mission. They've cleared almost every area surrounding Deep Blue City. Because of them, the local Guardian teams haven't been able to earn any points. Those teams are extremely frustrated. Even after trying everything, none of them have been able to catch this mysterious team." 3rd Commander Su Ming narrowed his eyes. "Fine, go bring me that team's file. I want to know everything about them. What makes this team so special that they're performing this well?" The officer replied, "Yes, sir. I'll bring it right away." After the man left, Su Ming muttered to himself, "I have to investigate this team. Otherwise, the entire organization will fall into chaos. No matter what, a single team shouldn't be dominating to this extent. Climbing the rankings is one thing, but clearing almost every mission is another." A few moments later, the officer returned with the file. "Sir, this contains all the information you requested." Su Ming nodded. "Good. You may leave. I'll review it myself and call you if I need anything." "Yes, sir." As Su Ming opened the file, he discovered that Ye Fan's profile was classified as top secret. Ye Fan had once been the former captain of Team 057 in Deep Blue City. He was a double S-rank spirit contract master who had previously served in the 1st District Army. He possessed an exceptionally powerful battle spirit and had even been awarded the prestigious Purple Star Medal for his achievements. However, after his soul weapon died, Ye Fan fell into deep despair. Eventually, he declined to the point where he ended up working for the Guardian Organization. His special ability was immortality. No matter how much damage he suffered, he simply wouldn't die. In other words, he possessed the potential for eternal life, which was exactly why his profile had been classified as top secret. The 2nd member of Team 057 was Hong Yan. She was an A-rank soul spirit and, just like Ye Fan, had once belonged to the 1st District. For reasons unknown, she later joined the Guardian Organization. Her unique ability was perfect deception. She could tell any lie and make it become reality. She could freely change her appearance, body shape, and even her name. Once her ability was activated, no one could uncover the truth behind whatever she had altered. Because of how terrifying that ability was, her file had also been marked top secret. Su Ming stared at the files in disbelief. "Wait, what exactly is Team R57? The first 2 members both have top secret files. If they were this powerful all along, why has this team never made a name for itself before? The veterans from the 1st District have unmatched combat experience. There's no way today's younger generation should be able to compete with them. Only 2 files remained. Please don't tell me these are top secret too." After reading the first 2 files, I already believe they have the ability to clear every mission by themselves. The next file belonged to Han Jian. According to the records, Han Jian was the captain of Team 57 and had only recently graduated from King Tang Academy. But besides those basic details, there was nothing. His entire profile was classified as top secret. Su-ming frowned. What is going on here? Why is there almost no information about Han Jian? Was there a mistake while creating his file? Or was every piece of information deliberately hidden? And if Team of D7 already has a double S rank member like Ye Fan, why is Han Jian the captain instead? Just as Su-ming was lost in thought, his phone rang. He answered immediately. This is Su-ming, third commander of the Guardian Organization speaking. The person on the other end said, Commander Su, this is Lin Jinhua, head of the 2nd District. I'm sure you've heard of me. The moment Su-ming heard that name, he was startled. The head of the 2nd District is calling me? What have I done to attract someone that important? He hurriedly replied, Commander Lin, greetings. Did I make some kind of mistake? If you needed me, you could have simply sent someone. I would have come to see you personally. Why did you call me directly? Lin Jinhua's tone became serious. Listen carefully. Stop investigating the files you're holding. Those files are far beyond your clearance level. Take this as a warning. If you make even a single mistake, both you and your entire Guardian organization will be in serious danger. Su-ming immediately panicked. Please don't worry, sir. I won't investigate them any further. The moment you said that, I closed the file. We wouldn't dare do anything that might offend people of your status. After saying that, Lin Jinhua ended the call. Su-ming let out a long breath. I almost lost my life just now. Han Jian, who are you really? Even the head of the 2nd District personally called to protect your information. I've never spoken to someone like him before. I was terrified. From now on, Team 057 can do whatever they want. I'm staying far away from this matter. The scene shifted back to Han Jian's team. A powerful monster suddenly charged at Han Jian and launched a fierce attack. Han Jian dodged backward while striking the monster down in a single blow. After killing it, he smiled. We finally completed our 18th mission. Bai Shuang, check our current points. Let's see where we rank now. Did our position improve, or did something strange happen again? Bai Shuang nodded. Give me a second. I'll check. Meanwhile, Ye Fan laughed confidently. After clearing this many missions, there's no way we aren't rank 1. Victory is already ours. No team in this world can beat Team 057. A moment later, Bai Shuang's expression turned serious. Captain, we've earned a total of 1,800 points. But there's a problem. Han Jian frowned. What kind of problem? She hesitated before answering. We're still ranked last. Ye Fan's eyes widened. What? How can we still be last after completing so many missions? There has to be something wrong with the rankings. Otherwise, it would be impossible for anyone to outperform us. Jia asked. Bai Shuang, check again. I can understand 1 or 2 teams being faster than us, but how could every single team be ahead? Bai Shuang sighed. I think Zhao is behind all of this. He caused trouble for us before, and now he's doing it again. Han Jian the tablet. Let me see. After checking the rankings, he immediately noticed something unusual. The team just above us has 2,300 points, only slightly more than us. But the strange part is that many different teams all have exactly 2,300 points. There's no way that's a coincidence. They must have teamed up and completed missions together. Otherwise, it's impossible for so many teams to have the exact same score. Bai Shuang frowned. Even if several teams work together, so what? It's not like all of them have triple S rank talents capable of killing monsters this quickly. We completed an unbelievable number of missions in a very short time. No normal team could possibly match that. Han Jian nodded. You're right. I think they manipulated the scoring system. They pooled all of their mission rewards and transferred the points to a single team. Apparently, that doesn't violate the organization's rules. At the same time, they accepted every mission inside Deep Blue City, so there was no way for us to earn more points there. Bai Shuang clenched her fists. So they're exploiting loopholes in the Guardian organization's rules. Every Guardian team has united against us. I'm sure Zhao was the one who ordered it. How much lower are you willing to sink just to eliminate Team 057? Han Jian smiled calmly. Don't worry, we're already very close to catching them. I still believe we have a chance to surpass their score. Let's stop wasting time. We should return to Deep Blue City immediately. We've already spent enough time in Kanghai City, and the trip back will take a while. Everyone agreed, and immediately headed back. After returning to Deep Blue City, Han Jian visited Master Li. Master Li smiled warmly. Han Jian, you're finally back. It's good to see you again. So, how was your trip? Han Jian replied, Master, we earned a lot of points together. Unfortunately, the final result wasn't in our favor, but at least we did something worthwhile along the way. A merchant caravan from Kanghai City was attacked by a swarm of dead ash flies. We stepped in and saved them. Thanks to our help, everyone escaped safely. So even if the rankings didn't go our way, I'm still happy we managed to save those people. Master Li smiled knowingly. I see. So you were the young man in the yellow jacket who saved that merchant family's daughter. She's been telling everyone that a young man in a yellow jacket rescued her. In fact, she's been bothering me for the past few days. She keeps asking how she can become a powerful soul weapon herself. Han Jian said, Master, judging by your reaction, it seems like you already know Sheng Shiting. Master Li smiled. You're right, Han Jian. Her grandfather is one of my oldest friends. As for the Sheng family, they're one of the top 5 merchant families. Their influence and power are second to none. They specialize in forging high-level weapons for contract masters who don't possess soul weapons, as well as equipment for ordinary people who have no means of protecting themselves. As for Sheng Shiting, I've always treated her like my own granddaughter. That's why I know her so well. Han Jian was surprised. So Sheng Shiting comes from such a powerful background? I never expected her family to be this influential. Master Li nodded. The Sheng family arranged everything because they wanted Sheng Shiting to back down. She keeps throwing herself into dangerous situations, so they wanted her to witness just how terrifying those creatures really are. But then you showed up and rescued everyone, completely ruining their plan. Han Jian sighed. So I accidentally interfered with a plan that was meant to protect her. Master Li chuckled. What's done is done, so don't overthink it. To be honest, all those supplies Sheng Shiting was transporting were actually meant for me, and I specifically requested them for you. What's inside this box will be extremely useful for both of you. Jia asked curiously. Master Li, what do you mean? Is this really for us? What's inside the box? Master Li opened it. Take a look. These are breakthrough elixirs. It's very important that both of you drink them. Han Jian's eyes lit up. Master, I've heard a lot about breakthrough elixirs. They're said to greatly increase your strength, speed, and every other attribute. Are those rumors really true? Master Li nodded. Every word of it is true. Now stop wasting time and each of you take one. Han Jian and Jia each picked up an elixir. The moment Han Jian drank it, he successfully broke through. He officially advanced to a second-level speed contract master. Feeling the surge of power, Han Jian exclaimed, the energy inside just one elixir is incredible. I can clearly feel my strength increasing. I leveled up in an instant. I'd heard these elixirs were amazing, but they're even better than the rumors. Jia also broke through to the second level. At the same time, she awakened the heavenly intent of 4 different elements: wind, fire, lightning, thunder. Han Jian stared at her in shock. 4 heavenly intents, all at once? After her breakthrough, Jia also awakened a new divine nature called Thunder Heart. Han Jian gained several new elemental abilities as well. Each attribute granted him a unique skill. For example, fire attribute, Spring Wildfire. Thunder attribute, Sixting Thunder. A short while later, both of them finished stabilizing their breakthroughs. Han Jian smiled. Not only did I level up, but I also unlocked several new skills. These breakthrough elixirs are truly incredible. Jia nodded. You're right. I can feel an incredible amount of power flowing through my body. It also feels like I have much better control over my abilities now. Master Li looked at them with satisfaction. Han Jian, Jia, your performance has been excellent. You haven't disappointed me at all. Just then, Han Jian's phone rang. He answered. Bai Shuang, what's wrong? Why are you calling? Bai Shuang replied, Captain, check the mission board in Deep Blue City. A brand new mission has just appeared, and I think it could be a huge opportunity for us. Han Jian immediately checked the mission list. It was a red alert mission. A large number of Zerg monsters had appeared near Deep Blue City. All Guardian teams were being mobilized to eliminate them. The mission offered 1,000 reward points, but participants were warned that they might encounter third-level monsters. The mission was open to every Guardian team without any restrictions. Han Jian frowned. Third-level monsters. That means this mission is going to be extremely dangerous. If we take it, my entire team could be putting their lives on the line. After thinking for a moment, he said, All right, everyone meet me on Jia Road. We'll discuss everything there before making a final decision. Turning to Jia, he said, Let's go. A new mission just appeared. If we complete it, our ranking should improve significantly. Master Li reminded them, Be careful. Don't push your bodies beyond their limits. After they left, Master Li muttered to himself, Those Zerg monsters could be far more dangerous than they realize. Just then, the butler approached him. Master, we've located Miss Ling, but she's refusing to come see you. What should I do? Master Li asked. Where is she now? The butler replied, She's in Kanghai City. The scene shifted to Jia Road. Bai Shuang and Ye Fan were waiting for Han Jian. A few moments later, Han Jian arrived. Bai Shuang immediately asked, Captain, have you decided? Are we taking this mission or not? Han Jian looked at her. Why do you think we shouldn't? This is our best chance to surpass everyone else's score. I don't think we'll get another opportunity like this. Bai Shuang replied, Captain, these aren't ordinary monsters. They're mutant Zerg monsters. Even if there aren't many of them, we still have almost no chance of defeating them. Why would we willingly enter a battle? We have almost no chance of winning. Han Jian asked. Do you know what a red alert really means? Bai Shuang shook her head. No, Han Jian explained. It means that if we don't eliminate these mutant beasts now, they'll eventually grow strong enough to completely destroy Deep Blue City. We're Guardians. Our purpose has never been to chase points. We're here to protect humanity. When innocent lives are at stake, It doesn't matter whether the enemy is weak or strong. We have to fight. Yifan grinned. Captain, you truly deserve to serve in the 1st District. You're absolutely right. Who cares how strong the enemy is? If protecting people requires us to fight, then we'll fight. Bai Shuang nodded firmly. All right, I'm with you. I'll accept the mission. This is probably Team 57's last chance to move up the rankings. The scene then shifted to the mission site. Several Guardian teams had already gathered there. One of them said, "This is the location of the mutant beasts. This place is called the Black Well. You could say it's a realm that exists outside the normal world. The rules of the outside world don't apply here. It's practically its own independent dimension. Anything that approaches with even the slightest trace of life will be pulled inside. And once you're inside, the Black Well will slowly absorb you until nothing remains." Another Guardian asked, "Captain, headquarters specifically assigned our team to eliminate the mutant beasts. Then why was this mission open to everyone? Do they not trust us? Or is this mission simply too dangerous for any single team to handle?" The captain replied, "Mutant beasts are incredibly powerful. According to the latest estimates, there are far more of them than originally expected. Some may even be level 5 monsters. So even after entering, we have to stay extremely cautious. I don't know why the mission was open to everyone else, but I'm confident our team is strong enough to complete it." Another member nodded. "You're right, Captain. We'll finish this mission." The captain stopped everyone. "Since we've arrived first, rushing in would be foolish. Let's allow 1 or 2 other teams to enter before us. That way, we'll learn how powerful the monsters inside really are. Even if another team gets wiped out, it won't affect us." Just then, he noticed Hanjan's team arriving. Hanjan looked toward the Black Well. "So this is where the mutant beasts are hiding. Everyone, stay alert. If we lose focus for even a second, we could all die." Bai Shuang warned. "Listen carefully. Once we enter the Black Well, there won't be any way back out. The only way to escape is to eliminate every mutant beast inside." Yifan laughed fearlessly. "That doesn't bother me. This place won't affect me anyway. I'm actually curious to see how much pain these monsters can inflict." Hanjan smiled confidently. "Don't worry, I'll protect all of you. As long as we're careful, we'll eliminate every mutant beast and complete this mission." With those words, the 4 of them stepped into the Black Well. Inside, everything was nothing but ancient ruins. Hanjan immediately became alert. "All of the mutant beasts are hiding. Stay sharp. They're definitely planning a sneak attack." Jia nodded. "You're right. I have the feeling that something has been watching us this entire time. We can't see it, but I can clearly feel its gaze fixed on us." Suddenly, Jia's expression changed. "Han Jian, did you hear that? That strange sound. It feels like something is draining the life force out of my body." Bai Shuang looked around nervously. "You're right. This Black Well is an extremely strange place. The moment we entered, our energy started draining away little by little. Eventually, we'll run out of energy completely and die. That's why we have to finish this mission as quickly as possible. The longer we stay here, the lower our chances of survival become." Yifan said, "Before we came here, I gathered some information. We only have 30 minutes to escape the Black Well. If we don't kill the monsters guarding this place and get out before then, we won't have any chance of escaping. We'll end up as food for the newborn mutant beasts." At first glance, this mission looks easy. All we have to do is destroy the Black Sphere and the mission will be complete. Bai Shuang pointed ahead. "Are you talking about that Black Sphere right in front of us?" Yifan nodded. "Exactly. That's the one. It's absorbing all the energy in this area. If we destroy it, we'll complete the mission." Hanjian frowned. "Don't you think this mission is a little too easy? The Black Sphere is right in front of us. We didn't even have to search for it. Destroying it shouldn't be this simple." Suddenly, the ground beneath them began swallowing their feet. Hanjian immediately warned everyone, "Stay alert. One mistake could get all of us killed. This mission is far more dangerous than it looks." Before anyone could react, half of Bai Shuang's body had already sunk into the ground. She struggled desperately. "I think I messed up. I can't get out." Yifan quickly grabbed her hand. Hanjian shouted, "Hold on to her, Yifan, I'm coming." Just then, a massive wall suddenly rose between them. Hanjian's expression changed. "This is another ability of the mutant beast. It's called life granting." Jia looked confused. "Life granting?" Hanjian explained. "It doesn't just absorb life force. It can also grant life to anything around it. Not just humans, even weapons, tools, and even the ground itself." Jia gripped her weapon. "Then we'll just destroy this wall. Hanjian, let's break through together." As she spoke, she transformed into her weapon form. Hanjian nodded. "I'm ready. I'm certain we'll complete this mission and make it out alive." The two attacked the wall together. However, no matter how hard Hanjian struck it, the wall instantly regenerated. He frowned. "Even when I destroy it, it repairs itself immediately. How are we supposed to break through this?" At that moment, countless more walls rose around Hanjian, trapping him. He clenched his fists. "This isn't good. The Black Sphere is trying to trap us here." Suddenly, A mutant beast lunged at Han Jian from behind. Jia spotted it first. Han Jian, watch out! Han Jian turned around just in time. He barely dodged the attack. The creature immediately disappeared back into the wall. Han Jian froze in shock. Wait, was what I just saw real? I can't believe something like that exists. What are you talking about? What exactly did you see? Han Jian said urgently. Jia, let's get out of here. This mission is far more dangerous than it appeared. A short while later, the elite Guardian team assigned by headquarters entered the Black Well. Their captain looked around. It seems every team that came before us has already been wiped out. Now it's our turn to complete the mission. Everyone, stay alert. Danger could come from anywhere. One of the members laughed confidently. Captain, don't worry. We're all third-level speedmasters. A mission like this is easy for us. Those other teams only died because they were weak. Even if these monsters are stronger than expected, we'll still make it out safely. Suddenly, the ground beneath them began shaking violently. Everyone panicked. Captain, what's happening? Why is the ground shaking? Just like Han Jian's team, enormous walls rose from the ground, splitting the squad into separate groups. A red-haired member turned around and saw his captain. Captain, are you all right? Where did all these walls come from? When the captain didn't respond, the man walked closer. He placed a hand on his shoulder. Captain? Without warning, the captain suddenly attacked him. The red-haired man staggered back in shock. Captain, what are you doing? I'm on your team. At that moment, the mutant beast emerged from the captain's head and shot straight into the red-haired man's eye. Meanwhile, Yifan had managed to pull Bai Shuang out of the ground. She sighed in relief. Thank you, Yifan. If you hadn't saved me, I would have died. Yifan smiled. This monster has an interesting strategy. It separates everyone first, then kills them one by one. Pretty clever. Bai Shuang suddenly asked. Yifan, didn't you notice those invisible threads draining our life force? He nodded. I did, but they don't affect me. I have the power of immortality. They can't take anything from me. Bai Shuang smiled. Honestly, your ability is incredible. You'll never have to worry about dying. Yifan's expression turned gloomy. That's what most people think. But sometimes, being unable to die is a punishment. You watch the people you care about die right in front of you, and no matter how hard you try, you can't even end your own suffering. After a brief silence, he said, let's stop talking about this. First, we need to find a way out. From what I can see, there's no obvious exit. He looked at Bai Shuang. Do you think we should just give up? Bai Shuang smirked. Who said we can't escape? Yifan's eyes widened. So you actually have a way out? She walked toward one of the walls and placed her hand on it. Then she calmly said, Wall, stand up. You're nothing more than dust. The moment she spoke, the wall shattered. Yifan stared in disbelief. Wait, how did you do that? Is your ability really that powerful? Just then, they spotted someone on the other side. Bai Shuang called out, Captain, is that you? I destroyed the wall. Be careful. Han Jian quickly made his way over. He smiled. Bai Shuang, impressive. So you made it here too. But how did you destroy that wall? She explained, it wasn't anything special. I simply used my ability to tell the wall a lie, and it believed me. Before Han Jian could respond, a powerful attack rushed toward them. He shouted, Bai Shuang, Yifan, behind you. The two turned around just as the attack was about to hit them. Han Jian instantly unleashed a powerful strike, destroying the incoming attack. He looked around seriously. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible. The danger keeps increasing. The longer we stay, the higher our chances of dying. Just then, a gigantic golem appeared before them. Bai Shuang frowned. This is bad. Fighting something this big won't be easy. Han Jian immediately activated Swift Wind. A massive tornado erupted across the battlefield. The shockwave was so powerful that it forced Bai Shuang and Yifan backward. Han Jian shouted, Listen carefully. That black sphere is the source of everything. If we want to escape safely and stop these monsters from appearing, we have to destroy it. The Black Well's true body has already returned to the Dark World. Only this black sphere remains. Once we destroy it, everything will finally come to an end. Yifan and Bai Shuang nodded. Got it. Go destroy the black sphere. We'll hold this giant golem back. The golem charged toward them. For the first time, Yifan activated his immortal shield, charging head-on into the golem's fist. He shouted, Captain, my immortal shield can withstand 6 direct hits. You have to finish this before my shield reaches its limit. Han Jian nodded. Leave everything here to me. Once I destroy the black sphere, this will all be over. He immediately summoned the 6 divine guardians of heaven and the servants of the Emperor to attack the black sphere. The heavenly guardians launched a devastating assault. Their combined attack completely shattered the black sphere. Yifan cheered excitedly. We finally destroyed it. The mission is complete. Our team is definitely going to reach the top of the rankings now. Just then, someone suddenly attacked Han Jian from behind, driving a hand straight through his body. Han Jian shouted, Yifan, listen to me carefully. Get out of here now. Seeing Han Jian seriously injured, Yifan was left in shock. A massive mutant beast stepped forward and sneered, You pathetic humans. None of you are leaving this place alive. How dare you attack me? Ye Fan couldn't believe what he was seeing. There's a giant mutant beast here? We were told there was only a newborn mutant beast. Suddenly, Bai Shuang appeared behind them. She smiled coldly. Consider this my gift to all of you. I hid this mutant beast behind my lies, so none of you could detect it. When the perfect opportunity came, I launched a sneak attack on Han Jian. After all, he's the biggest threat to us. Han Jian stared at her. Bai Shuang, why are you doing this? As far as I know, you have no reason to betray us. With tears in her eyes, Bai Shuang replied, You're asking me why? There's only one reason. I want every single one of you dead. No human in this world deserves to survive. Everyone will die. Yi Fan stood there in disbelief. What happened to Bai Shuang? I've known her for a long time. She was never like this. Han Jian narrowed his eyes. This is the second time I've seen it. I'm certain I'm not mistaken. Yi Fan looked confused. The second time? What are you talking about? Do you know something I don't? Han Jian replied. A parasite has taken control of Bai Shuang's body. That's why she attacked us. Otherwise, she would never have done something like this. Yi Fan frowned. A parasite? What exactly is that? Han Jian explained. Earlier, I saw the shadow of a silver-white insect inside Bai Shuang's eyes. It's the same parasite monster I've encountered before. This is a 4th-level parasite monster. It possesses a terrifying ability called brain erosion. Once it enters someone's brain, it completely takes over their body. The victim loses all self-awareness and obeys every command the parasite gives. That's not all. These parasites can reproduce on their own and rapidly increase their numbers. Han Jian continued. There was once a 7th-level powerhouse on the Blue Star planet whose brain was infected by one of these parasites. After losing control, he destroyed the very city he had once protected. Not a single person survived. The entire city was wiped out in an instant. It took countless spirit masters and enormous resources to finally kill him, and the parasite along with him. Even then, the losses were catastrophic. That's why parasite monsters are considered one of the most dangerous species in existence. A single one is capable of destroying an entire city. As far as I remember, the first district exterminated every parasite monster 32 years ago. So why is one here now? The information we received was completely wrong. We were told there was only a mutant beast, but in reality, this place is ruled by a parasite monster. That's why every team that entered here was wiped out. A 4th-level monster is far beyond our ability to defeat. Yi Fan clenched his fists. Captain, leave this place. I have an immortal body. I'll hold it off. No matter how hard it tries, it can't kill me. Han Jian shook his head. Even if we wanted to run, we can't. There's only one option left. We have to fight. That hidden mutant beast absorbed all the energy of the newborn mutant beasts while Bai Shuang concealed it. Because of that, the Black Well has expanded even further. This is terrible news for Deep Blue City. Now we have to fight for the city's survival. If we lose here, Deep Blue City will suffer a disaster. There's no escape. It'll kill us before we can even get out of the Black Well. Ye Fan, buy me some time. I need to recover. Once I've recovered, I'll be able to fight again. That may be our only chance of winning. Bai Shuang coldly said, That won't do. If he recovers, he'll become an even bigger problem. The giant mutant beast immediately launched another devastating attack at Han Jian. Before it could reach him, Ye Fan activated his immortal shield and stepped in front of Han Jian. He declared confidently, As long as I'm standing here, no one in this world is killing Han Jian. The attack crashed into Ye Fan's shield, but he successfully blocked it. Bai Shuang rushed forward and activated her Li manipulation ability. Ye Fan, your immortal body is fake, so you can't block attacks with it. Without hesitation, Ye Fan slammed his forehead into Bai Shuang's head. Stop talking nonsense. Whether my body is immortal or not is for me to decide, not you. Your lies won't work against my liquor. You have no idea? My alcohol is my immortal medicine. The impact forced the parasite out of Bai Shuang's body. Ye Fan looked at it. So that's the parasite Han Jian was talking about. Suddenly, the parasite bit Ye Fan's hand. That single bite consumed 1 charge of his immortal shield. Now he only had 2 charges remaining. Ye Fan glared at it. You bastard. How dare you attack me? He crushed the parasite with his bare hand, killing it instantly. Now there won't be any parasites left to control anyone. The giant mutant beast laughed. Impressive. You killed a parasite with your bare hand. Let's see how long that immortal body of yours lasts. It launched another overwhelming attack. Ye Fan blocked it again with his immortal shield. He shouted, Han Jian, how much longer? I'm already at my limit. This monster is far stronger than I expected. Han Jian replied, Jia, Ye Fan, deal with the remaining parasites. I'll handle this bastard myself. I'm certain I can defeat him. Jia nodded. Understood, Han Jian. We'll take care of the parasites. You stay focused. Han Jian immediately activated the first stage of the 9 quick fists. He looked at the mutant beast and said, I honestly didn't expect you to be this powerful. You've forced me to fight at full strength. But now that I'm serious, you're not leaving here alive. With that, Han Jian unleashed a devastating punch. The mutant beast was incredibly fast and narrowly dodged the attack. After witnessing the destruction caused by that single punch, it smiled. Interesting. To be honest, for someone your age, your combat strength is extraordinary. I thought you'd be just like all the other humans. The kind I'd kill with a single strike. Most of them are so weak that I don't even bother dodging. But after seeing your attack, I realized that taking it head-on would actually be dangerous. It looks like you'll finally give me an entertaining fight. Still, no matter how this battle goes, the outcome won't change. I'll be the one who wins. The mutant beast instantly launched another powerful attack. Han Jian countered with a single punch, completely shattering the creature's strike. The mutant beast stared in disbelief. Wait a second. How did you obtain that gauntlet? I recognize it. You shouldn't possess something like that. Decades ago, one of our Zerg emperors was killed on the battlefield. That gauntlet was forged from his remains. The warrior who defeated him was unbelievably powerful. You're nowhere near worthy of wielding it. Han Jian smirked. Maybe I'm not as strong as that person, but you're no Zerg emperor either, which means I'm more than capable of defeating you. With those words, Han Jian slammed another devastating punch into the mutant beast. An intense battle erupted. Both fighters exchanged relentless blows while skillfully dodging each other's attacks. The mutant beast suddenly said, "Looking at you, you seem closely connected to that man. The only reason I stayed hidden all this time was because I feared him. He's a true monster. Facing him would be incredibly dangerous. But you must be very important to him, so if I kill you, he'll suffer. Watching that bastard drown in grief will make me very happy. After all, he was the one who killed our Zerg Emperor." Han Jian countered with another punch, blasting one of the mutant beast's arms clean off. At the same time, the creature thrust its sword straight through Han Jian's body. After exchanging those devastating attacks, both of them retreated, staring each other down as the battle reached an even more intense stage. Han Jian thought to himself, I have to kill this bastard before he completely absorbs the young mutant beast. Once he finishes absorbing its power, I won't stand a chance against him. This is my only opportunity. I have to break through to the second stage of the 8 quick fists. Master once told me that I could only level up when I stood on the boundary between life and death. So, was this what he meant? Right now, I'm truly standing between life and death. My friends are all in grave danger. I have to break through. At that moment, Han Jian successfully advanced to the second stage of the 8 quick fists. He clenched his fist and declared, I'm ending this fight right now. One more punch and you're dead. With that, Han Jian charged forward and unleashed an overwhelming attack. After reaching the second stage of the 8 quick fists, his speed had increased dramatically. The mutant beast couldn't dodge in time. Han Jian's punch landed squarely on its body. One punch was all it took. The mutant beast exploded and was killed instantly. Han Jian smiled. Finally, you lost. But to his surprise, the mutant beast laughed. No, you're the one who lost. Han Jian's expression froze. That's impossible. How are you still alive after taking an attack like that? To his horror, the mutant beast's body began regenerating. It laughed again. Kid, it's already over. Everything you've seen until now was nothing but an illusion. Now you're finally looking at my true form. I've completely absorbed the young mutant beast's power. From this point on, you have absolutely no chance of defeating me. Just then, Ye Fan shouted, Bai Shuang is gone. Han Jian's eyes widened. What? Bai Shuang disappeared? So she was under its control the entire time. She used her ability to create an illusion. Suddenly, countless chains shot out from every direction. Han Jian frowned. This is bad. We have to get out of here. We don't have enough strength left to keep fighting. The mutant beast sneered. Do you really think escaping is that easy? I've already evolved. No matter what you do, none of you are leaving this place alive. Talented humans like you will become a serious threat in the future. That's why I'm killing you right here and now. The mutant beast unleashed another devastating attack. Yi Fan immediately rushed forward and grabbed the massive falling rock blocking the attack. Han Jian, run! I'll hold it back. Han Jian shook his head. I can't leave you behind. At that moment, Ye Fan's immortal shield was completely destroyed. He could no longer block any more attacks. His strength had also dropped significantly. Han Jian gritted his teeth. Ye Fan can't hold out any longer. What am I supposed to do? This mutant beast is far stronger than we expected. We were definitely set up. Suddenly, a familiar voice echoed across the battlefield. The technique you need is the 6th stage of the 8 quick fists, Extreme Sky. An enormous fist descended from the heavens. The mutant beast looked up in horror. What is that? The instant the heavenly fist touched it, the mutant beast was completely obliterated. The gigantic stone structure behind it was destroyed as well. Everyone stood there in stunned silence. Han Jian muttered, What's happening? Who destroyed that mutant beast so effortlessly? A figure slowly walked toward them. It was Master Li. He smiled proudly. Who else could it be? Your master, of course. In this world, if you simply mention my name in front of most monsters, they'll start trembling in fear. Did you really think I'd let a monster lay a finger on my disciple? That was never going to happen. He looked at Hunjan with a grin. So my boy, did I arrive just in time? Hunjan smiled with relief. Master, you finally came. Now my teammates won't die. The moment he finished speaking, Hunjan lost consciousness. Yi Fan rushed over. Captain, are you okay? Master Li calmly said, all of you should head back. There's still plenty of trash left for me to clean up here. You've all fought hard and you're exhausted. It's time for you to rest. Yi Fan looked around in confusion. Master Li, what do you mean there's still trash left? The mutant beast is already dead. Who's left? Just then, they saw a parasite escaping at incredible speed. The scene shifted to a hospital. Hunjan suddenly woke up and immediately shouted, Master Li, be careful. There are still dangerous enemies over there. Jia smiled with relief. Hunjan, you're finally awake. I'm so glad you're okay. Hunjan looked around in confusion. Where am I? How did I get here? Weren't we fighting that mutant beast? Jia explained. You're in the hospital. Don't you remember? Just when everything was about to end, Master Li arrived and killed the mutant beast. You kept fighting until you exhausted yourself, so you passed out. Master told us to return while he stayed behind. He destroyed all of the parasite monsters. However, despite searching everywhere, he couldn't find the parasite queen. So we can't say we've completely eliminated the parasite threat. You've been unconscious in the hospital ever since. You've only just regained consciousness. Hunjan immediately asked, What about Yi Fan? Is he alright? Jia nodded, though her expression remained worried. He's in the ICU. His condition was critical. You remember how he stopped that massive boulder from falling? If it had crashed down, all of us would have died. But his immortal shield had already been destroyed. Even with his immortality talent, his body still suffered severe damage. Nearly all of his bones were shattered. His meridians were completely destroyed. If he hadn't possessed the immortality talent, he definitely would have died. Fortunately, he's still alive. His injuries are extremely serious, but the doctors are treating him, and his immortality talent is slowly repairing his body. I think he'll recover within a few days. Just then, a nurse rushed into the room. Listen carefully. Your teammate, Yi Fan. He's gone. We can't find him anywhere. Hunjan was shocked. What? Yi Fan disappeared. But why would he leave? You just told me he was critically injured and in the ICU. Leaving now would be incredibly dangerous for him. Jia suddenly remembered something. Wait, Master Li told us that after returning, we needed to track down the remaining parasites as quickly as possible. If parasites continue living among humans, the consequences could be disastrous. I think Bai Xuan's disappearance is connected to all of this. Yi Fan is probably investigating her whereabouts. That's why he left the ICU before he had fully recovered. Hunjan nodded seriously. Everything leads back to Bai Xuan. We have to find her, no matter what. That 4th-level parasite monster can reproduce endlessly. Right now, it's the most dangerous monster in existence. As long as even one parasite survives, humanity remains in danger. If we can locate and kill the parasite queen, every other parasite will die along with it. The queen is the strongest and most dangerous of them all. I think Yi Fan discovered something during his investigation. That's why he left without telling anyone. Jia said, Hunjian, there's something else you need to know. The Guardian organization deducted 100 points from Team 57. When I heard about it, I was shocked too. Hunjian frowned. Why would the Guardian organization do that? The mission turned out to be far more dangerous than they told us. Their main objective was to destroy the Black Sphere, and we're the ones who destroyed it. So why did they deduct our points? Jia explained. According to them, Master Li completed the final objective. Every team that participated in the mission was considered a failure. They claimed that it wasn't us who destroyed the Black Sphere, it was Master Li. That's why they deducted 100 points from our team, just like everyone else's. Hunjan clenched his fists. We risked our lives fighting on the front lines, and those bastards are pulling dirty tricks just to hold us back. I'm seriously furious with Zhao. He's gone too far this time. If he shows up in front of me now, I'll kill him. Jia continued. Not only did they deduct our points, but they also took every corpse from the battlefield. They even confiscated the mutant beast's corpse. They said everything belonged to the organization and that we weren't getting anything. Hunjan asked, Didn't Master Li say anything about it? He was there. He knows exactly what happened. If Master speaks up, no one would dare oppose him. Jia nodded. Master Li said this is a matter between us and the Guardian organization. He told us not to worry. No one in Deep Blue City will interfere. Hunjan thought to himself, interesting. Master Li just gave me a clear hint. No matter what I do, he'll handle everything from behind the scenes. Zhao, your time is almost up. Hunjan stood up. Jia, let's go. Jia looked worried. Hunjan, you're not fully healed yet. You shouldn't be going anywhere. Besides, where are we even going? Hunjan smiled coldly. We're going to take back what's already ours. The Guardian organization has done whatever it wanted for long enough. That ends today. The scene shifted to the Guardian Organization headquarters. Several members were chatting. Captain Zhao is amazing. He's sharing 4th level master materials with everyone, even those of us who never participated in the mission. Another member replied, well, that's because we followed all of Captain Zhao's orders. He told us to stop Han Jian from accepting missions, and we did exactly that. That's why Team 57 is sitting at the bottom of the rankings. Soon, they'll be eliminated from the competition. Just then, bang! Han Jian kicked the door open. Everyone froze. Han Jian shouted, Zhao, you bastard! Where are you hiding? Get out here right now. If you don't come out, I'll drag you out myself. One of the members stepped forward. Captain Han, what are you doing here? You failed the mission, yet you still have the nerve to show your face? Did you come begging Captain Zhao for a share of the materials? No matter how hard you try, he won't give you anything. Han Jian replied coldly, cut the nonsense. Go tell Zhao to get out here. Otherwise, none of this is going to end well for you. The man sneered. Captain Han, you seem really angry today. But remember, you're surrounded by people. If you make enemies of everyone here, they'll all attack you at once. And trust me, you won't survive. Also, I won't tolerate anyone insulting Captain Zhao. As soon as he finished speaking, he lunged at Han Jian. Smack! Han Jian slapped him across the face. With a single slap, the man was knocked unconscious. Han Jian looked around the room. Does anyone else have the courage to stand in front of me? If anyone wants to defend Captain Zhao, step forward. Just remember, you'll have to survive one punch from me first. The entire room fell silent. Everyone was terrified. He knocked him out with one hit. And that guy is one of the strongest among us. One member quickly pulled out his communicator. Han Jian, don't get too full of yourself. I recorded everything. I'll send this to headquarters. I'll report that you attacked your own teammates and violated the organization's rules. Your Team 57 will be disqualified ahead of schedule. Not only will you ruin yourself, you'll destroy your entire team. At that moment, the unconscious man staggered back to his feet. Looks like I underestimated you. You're stronger than I thought, but you won't survive my dagger. Even if I have to kill you today, I won't regret it. You humiliated me in front of everyone. Han Jian grabbed his arm before he could attack. He slammed him into the ground repeatedly. You've got some nerve. After getting beaten once, you're still trying to attack me? Was one beating not enough? Just then Zhao finally appeared. That's enough, Han Jian? What exactly are you trying to do? Do you really think causing trouble inside the Guardian organization will end well for you? Han Jian glared at him. Zhao, you finally decided to show yourself. I came here for one reason. You're going to apologize to me. You crossed the line with my team. Zhao laughed. And why would I do that? He then turned toward Xiao Zhan. Did you record everything? Good. Send all the footage to headquarters. Let's see how long Han Jian can keep acting so arrogant. Xiao Zhang nodded. Don't worry, sir. I've already sent everything to 3rd in Command Su Ming. Han Jian is finished. He's definitely getting expelled. Zhao smirked. Kid, you're done. The moment Mr. Su Ming watches that video, he'll be furious. Just imagine the punishment waiting for you. Jia whispered nervously. Han Jian, I'm scared. Was it really a good idea to provoke them like this? Han Jian remained completely calm. Don't worry. As long as Master Li is backing us, no one can touch us. Master said he'd handle everything, so everything will be fine. Just then, Xiao Zhang received a reply from headquarters. Captain Zhao? Headquarters responded. Zhao smiled confidently. Read it out loud. Everyone should hear what happens to people who break the rules. Xiao Zhang's face suddenly turned pale. He stammered. Headquarters said, this is an internal matter of Deep Blue City. Stop bothering us. And, we don't have the courage to interfere in anything involving Han Jian. Tell Zhao to clean up the mess he created himself. The entire hall fell silent. Zhao's confident smile instantly disappeared.